EVO 2022. We have had many amazing games grace the stage. And now, we are at our final game for the night, for the event. With over 2,100 entrants, and for the first time in the series history, closing out EVO 2022 is Guilty Gear Strive. Are you all ready? I'm sorry, I don't hear you. Are you ready for Guilty Gear Strive? We're gonna get started in just a second. I'm sorry. Excuse me. We have a message from Ken.
Hello, everyone. Is your heart blazing? My name is Ken Miyachi. I'm a Guilty Gear producer. So, this is actually first time ever Guilty Gear being the last title of EVO Final Day. And I'm so excited. So, Guilty Gear Strive was released in July 2021, actually June 2021. And it's been a year. And I'd like to say thank you for all players, fans, tournament organizers, and everyone, FGC, for such an awesome and enthusiastic support. Thank you very much. Because of all your support, Guilty Gear, just a few days ago, Guilty Gear Strive has reached 1 million unit sales. Thank you very much. Because I want to thank everyone, we want to thank everyone else, we made a special video, a music video, to show today. Let's roll it.
Let's go and step it body. Let's go and step it body, step it body, step it body.
What you just saw is the music video made by 3D CG animation studio Sanjigen. Thank you. So I have one more thing to show today, but before that, let's welcome him. Daisuke Ishiwatari!
Good evening. So, everyone, we are back! もうここから日本語もうカッコつけたから恥ずかしいまたこのラスベガスで皆さんと会えたことが本当にとても嬉しいです。
I'm really happy to see you again at Las Vegas.
そしてこのギルティギアストライブというタイトルに非常に多くの選手たちがエントリーしてくれたことを本当に嬉しく思います。
I'm also very happy to see so many players entered into Guilty Gear Strive at EVO.
この後僕はメインディッシュの選手たちの熱い戦いを見たいと思います。
After this, I would like to watch the top 8 players fighting.
その前にささやかながら前菜を用意させていただいたのでそれを皆さんご覧ください。
Before that, I brought a side dish for everyone to enjoy. Let's roll it.
Oh, that will definitely happen today. I think they announced like kind of when.
Vegetables I don't like.
8th, Yo, you all have to let them hear how excited you are for that. One more time. Let them know right now. How excited are you for this update? August 8th! Yo, the crowd. This crowd is unreal. All right, we are going to go into some Guilty Gear Strive Top 8 after this quick break.
All day today, the same day has come. A different day from everyone. It's like my time was frozen still. I grew past my atoms, back my wildest smell from that cafe. Makes me hungry, I knew all about it. I know who I am. That moonlight lake told me this is who you are. My veins are so long, my nails are sharp on the knives. That is me. I wonder what that is bullshit blazing. Still my heart is blazing. If the words kill me, I don't need a new one. How dare you? Soon you will know.
Yo, this audience though. I just got the full karaoke session from this audience who is amazing. All right, the crew is ready for Guilty Gear Strive Top 8. The players are ready for Guilty Gear Strive Top 8. Now, are all of you ready for Guilty Gear Strive Top 8? Well, before we bring them out, take a look at this cool video.
I'm in it for the rush down, and I'm so above you that I can never come down. They've been ducking me, so they probably hit the dust now. See the pressure heavy, I swear they're about to burst now. There we go, I got the ticket and it's one way. I've been burning and out the back of every gunflame. Hit the scale, baby, you drowning on the first wave. Beat 'em out, I'm swinging heavy on the red gauge, cutting when it's all rage. I feel the lightning on my fingertips. That's up when I hear heaven or hell. Which way I can't tell. Rush it down, let it burn. I don't need to wait my turn. Run that clock back and let's sing into the sky, 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 sky. Rush it down, let's go all. Break the glass against the wall. I'm the bad guy, let's get crazy, let's get high, ride, ride, ride. Let's go!
Your Guilty Gear Strive Top 8! Daru Ino! Leffen! Slash! UMISHO! Bean!
Rock and roll, rock hard.
PepperySplash! Tempest And rounding out our top 8 for Guilty Gear Strive, Hotashi! The stage is set for the final game of EVO 2022, Guilty Gear Strive. Audience, are you ready? Let's go to the commentators to break down the action.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to Evolution 2022. We've had a lot of games this weekend, and this is it, the final game of Evolution. We have Guilty Gear Strive. Sage Jam joined here by the lovely Tasty Steve. How are you?
It's been a minute, and it's been a long time overdue. We've been in the house a long time talking about video games.
Oh, yeah.
Discord calls, just seeing each other slightly. But now we're live. This is EVO 2022. Guilty Gear Strive is the final game, and oh my God. I've been playing since I was 16 years old, Say Jam, and it's the first time. I never thought this would happen.
The first time Steve has ever done Sunday Arena Finals at EVO, and I get to do it with you. It is an absolute pleasure to not only join Steve here, but join all of you at home. Of course, you saw the announcement for Bridget. That was super awesome. I'm really excited about it. We have 2,000 players in the venue, and it comes down to 8. The 8 players left in the bracket, representing 5 different countries. We have Daru Ino, obviously lived in Japan. He's from Korea, up against Leffen, all the way over from Sweden. Big Leff himself. That's an incredible matchup. We have Slash from Saudi Arabia, up against UMISHO, the lone American, up there on the winner side of the bracket. Down on the bottom, we have Bean, the chip player who just had so many incredible explosive matches. Played so fantastically, up against PepperySplash all the way up from Canada, who just showed up and played so incredibly well. Took out Latif, one of the favorites of the tournament. You know, and we'll have to go to Twitter to see the diagnosis on that. But TemptestNYC down there at the bottom, up against Hotashi, 2 NA players. So we see a lot of different places represented. 5 different countries in this top 8, and even more in the bracket entirely. So a lot of really great matches that we've had all weekend long. Thank you for joining us here at home at EVO, and everybody who couldn't make it this year. Maybe EVO Japan, maybe EVO next year. You can slide through and play some Guilty Gear, play wherever you like. But I really appreciate all of you watching this final this late into the night. I have a feeling this one's going after midnight our time here. It's going to be a late slot, and I couldn't be more excited to join you.
Look, this is an overtime slot for Guilty Gear Strive.
Oh, yeah.
You know, look, clock me in. I will stay here as long as it takes. I'm sure Say Jam will do the same, and I know you guys will too.
Oh,
and
yeah.
like you said, just to talk a little bit about this bracket, the first match, Daru Ino going up against Leffen.
Oh, yeah. It's like a legacy Gear player who like everybody is familiar with. And it's like genetic gamer freak of nature who is Leffen. Obviously the Melee EVO champion. Had that incredible series against Goichi. Everybody knows him as a Dragon Ball player. Was very successful in that game. Played some Marvel 3. Played some Street Fighter. Like, he played a lot of different games, KOF. And here he is, top 8 of Guilty Gear Strive. The first time he's obviously played in this game, in this series. And he's right here on the big stage up against Daru. So, you know, this is filled with this, right? Like the other match that we have here, there's so many of these cases where we have veteran Guilty Gear players, right? And then we have new players on the scene. And, you know, you look at it at home, that's what you want. This is what you want. You want new up-and-coming players, whether it's from other games, you know, or they're just young players. You want new blood in the water, right? You don't want it to be a bunch of old-timers up here swinging their canes around to do quarter circles and stuff. You want new, exciting players.
Hold on now.
I mean, you know,
I'm one of those old guys. I know you're a young, spry individual, okay? I know you're young, but I love seeing players like Daru Ino come back, continue to play, whether it be Rev, whether it be Accent Core, whether it be XX. I always root for the old guy playing Guilty Gear. Leffen, the opposite of that.
Steve, do it for her. That is Daru Ino is do it for her.
That's facts. That's facts.
You know, if you want to talk about this top 8, right, and you look at Daru, he plays Ino not because she's the best, not because she's the character who has the most winning matchups, nothing like that. He's like, I love Ino. I think she's hot, and I'm just going to pick the character because she's cool. And it's the character's in his name, you know what I mean? This is somebody who's here to play the character strictly because he thinks, you know, she's the coolest character in the game, and that is what it's about, you know what I mean? If you have belief in your character, like Daru does, where he says, you know, like, I think she only loses a few matchups. I think she's incredibly good. When that's not the opinion of so many other players, that can carry you to a place like EVO Top 8.
You know, that's really anime of you, Say Jam.
It's true.
But it's actually true. Daru Ino is definitely one of those guys. I talked to him personally, and he made it clear. He was like, I don't think Ino actually loses many matchups, like you said before. And the way that he plays, you can tell he believes that. Now, Leffen, on the other hand, This guy is actually ridiculous.
He is the optimizer.
Yeah, coming from all these other games that you mentioned before, he definitely is the optimizer. And he's one of those guys that likes to optimize his own personal skill. Not just the character, but his own personal skill, and he applies it better than most. This matchup is interesting because I just came from the Gear Project house.
Oh, yeah.
These guys were there, and I didn't see them play as much outside of that set. But this is really interesting take considering it's Leffen Zato versus Daru Ino.
Yeah, and there is no, like, you know, there's a lot of amazing Zato players all over the world. Obviously, a lot of them are here this weekend, but there's not really a lot of other Inos like Daru, right? It's really hard to get experience like that against this kind of a, you know, caliber of player on this character. There's a lot of good Ino players in the world, but Daru is a little bit different, you know what I mean? So this is going to be a really interesting one. This is our first match of the top 8. You know, it's a clash of different players from different regions and different, you know, game experience, and it's going to be an incredibly good one. I can't wait to watch it. It's really about whether you can cage Ino, right? Like whether you can stop her from getting started, because Zato has a lot of control at a lot of spots on the screen, but, you know, once she gets working and that guitar gets swinging, I mean, she makes a melody that you just can't escape from. It's so brutal.
You know, we've seen a couple of Inos, Idom, Daru, and they both play ridiculous. I've seen a lot of tech from both of these players. However, Daru Ino has a lot of heart. Like you said, behind him playing this character. He does it for the character. I've seen his arcade stick, but we're going into it, ladies and gentlemen. The first game Guilty Gear Strive of this top 8 is going down right now. Daru Ino going up against the young Swede Leffen. Here we go.
The cape's still flapping, and she barely moves. In there, ready for it. Intros rocking, and it's going to be about that pace. Can Daru set it? Can he keep up and make sure that Leffen doesn't get a chance to just run this offense where, you know, Zato is a character where when he gets in, when he gets going, it's terrible. It's so bad for every character in the game, and Leffen is the kind of player who capitalizes on that style. He really wants to run you over and run stuff that's so consistent, so powerful, you never have a chance to play.
Nope, that's definitely true, but here we go. Duel 1, let's rock. And all it is now, I feel like it's going to be a game of knockouts. Ino, she lives in that realm, and she likes to make you guess over and over. Zato, on the other hand, he knocks you down, and you basically just die. You can't block, you're dead. You don't know how to deal with Pilser, you're dead.
Yeah, we see all the notes getting shot already. We saw Leffen with the early drunkard shade to reflect it. It actually holds the angle she shoots it at, so it's important where you put it. There's the drunkard, but chase down. Big jab on wake up. Leffen does it, and the immediate dive, by the way, gold burst.
Oh, early. It instantly goes for the super spending. Some of that meter you just earned from the gold burst.
Oh, yeah. Oh, block the gold burst right after. No punish, but Daru on the hunt. Throws the 6P. Gonna be a setup here. Went for the low, missed the throw, and Leffen, big opportunity.
Yeah, you didn't see the OTG right there. I wonder why. Didn't take that hard slash or just keep the pressure. Well, here we go. Birdman hands. That's Anamorphous through the wall. What happens next?
Oh, yeah. And there is meter here. You gotta watch the YRC from Daru. He might try to escape with it, or the super even. There's the YRC blocked and baited.
You're gonna go through the glass, and we don't even need that to happen because that's the end of the first round. Left.
Yeah, YRC is huge, right? It's such a big part of this matchup because it gets rid of Eddie, and obviously, you know, you get to go for that pressure against Zato after, but because of that, Zato players are always scouting for it, and we see the wall break. Positive bonus.
Yeah, gets the charge on the dive right here. Ooh, far S, goes straight into Piercer. And you're gonna get back to this wall. We're gonna see another wall break. Leffen just making sure the momentum stays in his favor. You know, one of those characters that does the exact same. I wanna see what the option is now. Piercer again.
Meter available. It could be super this time for Daru. Gets hit, and this is tough to burst the burst fade. Again, I mean, one thing that Leffen himself has said about Daru is his burst sucks. Right? He's like, this guy just, he gives them away. His bursts are really just in spots that are obvious or very, like, you know, clear that he's going to go for it, and that's a big hallmark of Daru's plan. He's very scrambly. He has a lot of really strong offense, but when he bursts, like, he tends to just do it at the most, like, oh god, it slipped away from me, I'm just going to do it.
Yeah, and I feel like he likes to party, bro. Like, Ino's offense is so strong that I feel like it really does benefit his game style. Ino gets that knockdown, she throws you in the washer and the dryer, and you're like, yo, what just happened?
Yeah, it feels bad. I mean, that's just how it goes. Wow, the low profile 2K under the 2H. This is big counter hit there, looking for the burst, and Leffen gives it up later, so burst timing was successful, and I kind of like the delay on it.
Yeah, tried to move right there. You saw the purple beat combo. Damned Fang, what's your idea? Throw him in the Shark Tank. Gold burst.
Gold burst there.
The depressive scale gets rid of a pose right there with the Eddie. Still a wasted strategy, but still.
You see the note on that, shot it all the way to the top, and that kills Eddie. That also hits Zato. This is a big chance YRC is successful. Daru out of there. Eddie gauge refilled, so you gotta watch for the summon, and there it is.
I like Daru actually aiming the note, the antidepressant for the ankles, right?
Yeah.
And for where that actual Eddie is going to pop up. 6H to get the kill. Leffen once again getting that first game.
Yeah, looking really, really successful here, that round on the board. And again, Daru has not been able to get this offense going very well. Leffen is picking these spots really wonderfully and just really not getting caught in bad situations very often.
You know, one of the things I noticed about Daru Ino is that his defense, when you reflect note, is superb. It's only been a few people that's been able to stop him from like going ham after he gets that note on top of him.
Yeah, and the way he uses her movement is excellent too. He very rarely flubs these situations. I love the jump D in the air from Leffen there. After air blocking, you still have an air action, so good
What a
choice.
chase.
Oh, big drop. That was huge.
Oh my God.
And Daru had a big chance. Note kills Eddie, and the air-to-air is okay, I think, for Leffen. You know, he's going to be able to land here.
6P, RC to keep it going, no burst. There it is. 5P, RC tries to go for the side switch, didn't work out.
That's the problem of having somebody have your back like Eddie. Sometimes he's not looking. He went the complete wrong way right there.
Sometimes you're not synced up, you know?
Yeah.
Ooh, even though you're a symbiote. Close as faultless defense to get out of there.
Wow, what a chemical love to snipe there. That was so good. Look at this zoning. This Ino zoning from Daru Ino.
Full
to close
screen.
it out. Full screen away.
All right, here we go. Daru Ino coming back, getting this second round in game number 2.
Yeah, I love the way this is being played so far from Daru. He's just a really crafty approach. He's not too overzealous on how he's doing things. Using those new changes to Ino, you know, the distance on chemical love is a big deal.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you right now, the full screen game is definitely working out. You don't even want to engage Zato while little Eddie is on the screen. Getting rid of it first and then going in is probably the best option. The full screen game is really gonna help out there.
Beats the
Get
burst.
baited.
And
Get
this is
baited.
gonna be wall break into super on the ground. Huge damage. No guts from Zato, so he's dead.
Take the Band-Aid off, you're dead, bro.
How it goes, man. Zato, you know, he's a very strong character. He controls a lot of spaces on screen, but when he gets hit, he pops. That's just a big problem for this character. And you can see, you know, when this chaos gets going, when we get scrambly and weird things happen, that's where Daru can really take advantage.
No, that's true. The scramble Eno game is actually really, really strong.
Yeah.
Because all you really need is a knockdown to get that game started. You can see Leffen trying to play it out, far S just to keep the range, show some respect, 2D on top of it.
Yeah, and Daru is the perfect amount of calculated and a little wild. You know what I mean? Like, he really is so crafty, and then all of a sudden he just does something that you don't expect at all. It's a big strength of him as a player, and we see it here.
What a 6P. Goes for that Eddie pressure. He says no. Hold this chemical love. That is an air dash. You hit a K. No. False.
Oh, and the challenge on the ground, even though it's plus. Leffen not happy about that, I'm sure. That's why we see the burst.
Right. 2S on top of it as well. It's really interesting that Eno's 2S beats Zato's 2S in that situation. 6H to get the wall break. And I'm going to tell you right now, Daru Ino has so much Zato experience after coming from that house and playing all the time. You got to believe he's ready for this.
Oh, yeah, and there's a lot of really strong Zato players, even in Japan, you know, so it's one of those things in Asia in general. There's a lot of players they get experience from. We saw, you know, it's a lot about, wow, Ross 6H. It's a lot about Leffen being able to control the pace of this, and as I mentioned earlier, that's a key part. You can see it slipping away, right? Daru is slowly just making these openings count more and more, and the more this slips away from Leffen, the harder it's going to be.
Did you see what happened there? He put the note on, and even though the pole's activated, it killed Eddie anyway. That was so smart. Works out in favor, gets through, goes straight for the raw super, hold this antidepressant scale, knockdown once again, rinse, recycle, repeat, guard break. Faultless, and goes for the low to close up. Daru Ino is definitely getting into his bag right now.
Oh yeah, and like if you're a Leffen here, it's like you gotta take a breath, right? There's a lot happening. This match is very scrambly. There's a lot of things going on. Daru, his movement is impeccable, so it's on Leffen to really sit here and say, okay, how do I stop this? How do I slow the pace down and I control things with Eddie? And maybe I think the answer is, you know, he's hanging out far away a lot. Maybe the answer is to get a little closer and try to engage.
No, I can see exactly what you're going for. Leffen not gonna let that happen without a fight, though. I'm gonna tell you right now, he really needs to start this offense because if you don't stop Ino, she gets this knockdown. I feel like a lot of times it's her round.
Oh yeah.
2S, RC, YRC, excuse me. Dash up quick, faultless. Checks with the S. Dive, and what a check with the 5P. RC gets the side switch this time. Calls out the burst from Daru. Oh, and kills the little Eddie once again.
And that big old 5H swinging that thing. Doesn't matter to him. Daru, 1 round away from moving into our winners finals here. Top 3 of the tournament with Ino.
Daru Ino, play me a song. defense, that's what you're on right now. And you gotta be careful because the wall is about to break. Takes the knockdown instead, and you can see Daryl, just using a little bit of that faultless.
Ooh, that was a punish, but yeah, 2S doesn't combo into that unless it's counter hit.
Yep.
Look at that, he finds the mark.
Goes for the Psycho Crusher just to get, Anamorphous. And I feel like this is just a check, like, hey, get away from me. Gets a little Eddie out right there. Unsummons to keep it safe. And here comes Daryl Ino. Gets the big counter hit on the Stan H from Zato.
Yeah, look at the zoning game again. Note's gonna come out soon, you know it, and there it is, slides it on the ground, and that's it. There goes Eddie again. This is huge. Daru King, if he gets a hit here while Eddie's dead, that's it right there. He finds his way in, confirm into the corner. Not enough of the wall splat. The 6P, almost
the jump
dead.
out 5P gets the RC side switch again. Here comes Leffen. He's gonna get the wall break. No meter for the super. Does not get the wall break. Calls out the burst.
Gotta watch also Note RC here from him as well. The counter. Huge Leffen using that jump D in the air to fly Eddie forward and then lands with that jump S, just crossing up Daru.
And of course, this is first to 3, ladies and gentlemen. Don't be fooled. You gotta get 3 games to get the dub, to get the set. One of these guys going to loser's side.
Oh yeah, look, fishing for that chemical look. Look, put the Note over Eddie and then piloted it down to hit Zato. And this is big burst right there. I love the timing from Leffen. That 6K was a miss. Probably supposed to be summoned with drills. And now this is really bad. Leffen lost Eddie again. He's got to try to, maybe use meter to get some time or something like that.
I like that invite to hell to try to keep the ground clean. Nice, uses the meter, gets the hit a little bit out of range after the pierce. Tries to go for the frog, not going to work out. But gets the knockdown. Here comes Leffen.
Empty low, he lost Eddie though, so this is a chance here for Daru. 6P moved him under, but didn't anti-air. Miss.
Good defense. Does not fall victim to the dust. Calls out the sword.
Pressure. And it's the kill. That's the classic. You put the oppose on them so they can't swing. Runs up for the throw. Leffen ties it up 2 apiece.
Yeah, that wasn't easy, though. I can tell you right now, these games going on, Daryl Ino is getting stronger and stronger, it feels like, defensively. And just calling out some of the things Leffen really wants to make happen. Zato is a snowball character. You stop him early, you don't have to worry about it later on.
I think the use of Leffen with his flight right there was incredible. Like, he really used fly to kind of buy time and land in places that Daru wasn't ready for. He just did it again. Burst is on the table here, doesn't go for it right away. Yeah, Leffen very conscious of it too. And that's gonna be a wall splat, gets the 6H. Eddie's dead, but he does have meter for Amorphous here, or BRC.
Actually got the counter hit, confirmed to the close S, and here comes Daryl Ino.
This is bad baits, the burst. You cannot burst there. Second time it's been baited, drops on the combo, but immediate YRC baited, double baited.
Bro, I caught 2 fish with 1 bait. Look at me go, I'm a champion. Leffen gets that first round of the potential last game of the set right here. It's tied right now, but Leffen with the lead.
Oh yeah, and I mean, you can just see it, right? Those bursts are really costing Daru in the set. It's a big one right there. Air throw looks excellent from Leffen. No Eddie gauge here, but he can just extend the pressure. Love the FD into the 2S. Again, same thing, finding the whiffs.
Yeah, that Stan H got a lot more active oppose actually hits this time.
This hurts so much. This is a lot of damage here for Leffen. Plus he has the bar for the wall break. Daru in a dire spot, doesn't wall break, so he gets the extended pressure instead, which is even better.
But this also keeps Daru Ino alive. No wall break, goes straight back to the pressure. Side switch, and Leffen has a huge lead, but 50% meter.
I love that he backed off there. Leffen didn't overstay his welcome, and you can just see Daru struggling here. Okay, 6B spends the bar, jump D, double jump D for the pickup. The mix. YRC available, doesn't block it. It's a slump. He's got a gas.
Strutting up. Die for the YRC.
2S is just a bare miss. Burst on the table for Daru. They have been dire. The block and the punish from Leffen. Moving into our winners finals over Daru Ino.
Setting up that sights. Lined on grand finals, obviously. Leffen a big player here. And a lot of people was looking at him to make it far. Already in top 8 and now winners finals.
Yeah, Evo champion, right? Someone who is very experienced. And those kind of nerves hit different here. You know what I mean? Like, if you're an incredible player, you're good at a lot of tournaments all over the world, that's a big deal. But here at Evo is a different beast entirely. Your nerves can really be shot up there. And a lot of bad things can happen just on the merit of the stage that you're at.
You know, a lot of players get on that stage and they get nervous, especially in some tense situations where you really don't know what's about to happen. Guilty Gear Strive is a vital game. You have to be careful the entire time, because if you get hit, the damage cash out is actually really large, and the defense is really integral to staying alive. Daru Ino staying alive on the loser's side. Leffen winners finals.
Yeah, that's a big win there for Leffen, especially. I think, you know, looking at a lot of the people in this top 8, you know, he beat Lost Soul yesterday. So UMISHO on the other side, maybe he's feeling okay about. And then on the other side, there's Slash, right? Someone who is, you know, very good against Sato. So you have to feel like it's got to be tough for Leffen. Even though he gets this win against Daru, his next 2 opponents are both so dangerous.
Yeah, that's true. That route is looking really dangerous for Leffen. I mean, but if we talk about the route he took to get here, he took out Latif, one of the favorites to win this tournament. On top of that, definitely beat Latif before. We saw it in that Twitch Rivals, but I really like the offline coming into play, right? A lot of these players getting their first dose of this offline competition Guilty Gear, and they're really adapting.
Oh, yeah. And I mean, like, if you look at the bracket for Leffen, like, if he does this, you cannot say anything about his path is brutal. He's got a really tough path here. So the fact that he's doing it is very impressive, I think, so far, making it into winners finals. And again, here's the bracket in case you just missed it. Daru, you know, a nail biter, an incredibly good match, very close between those two, Daru and Leffen. And the winner of that will be, you know, moving on to winners finals up against Slash or UMISHO. So this is a big one. Like, whoever wins this match up against Leffen, I think has a good chance to win the whole thing, given the kind of matchup they have next. And my personal favorite when I saw the bracket was probably UMISHO. They are just an incredibly consistent, dominant player.
No, seriously.
And it's just every time you watch them, you're just like, how are you that good at the video game?
Bro, I see UMISHO play, and I'm literally in awe most of the time.
Yeah.
They have such a control of Happy Chaos. We were talking about Lost Soul, but I feel like they play very different Happy Chaoses in between.
Yeah, exactly. And I mean, this is a big one, too, because Slash up there, I think a lot of people, obviously, over in EMEA really respect Slash. They know he's incredible, right? Here in the kind of like NA sphere, there's not really a Mei that's like this, right? There's a lot of good Mei players, but the way Slash plays is a little different, which is why you see him here in the top 8 of the bracket. Incredibly good player, and I think, you know, even if UMISHO has played a lot of other Mei players, a lot of other players, the kind of like, I think, discipline in you know, Slash's game plan is unique. There's not very many Mei players who are so reserved, so consistent with how they pressure and how they're able to whiff punish you and make you explode on every hit.
You know, I was watching Slash play this Mei, and I hate Mei, just for the record, but the way that Slash puts this character into game plan is amazing.
Yeah.
Lots of damage, plays really calm when need to be, and now with these buffs, Mei has great mid-screen throws now. I feel like it really does make it so you have to respect the mid-screen, but you don't want to get to the corner, and you still have to deal with the Dolphins. Mei is definitely a character that you got to know how to deal with. A lot of XP on the side of Slash as well. But UMISHO is definitely one of the strongest players in the States right now.
Terrifying, yeah. I mean, obviously, if you watch Combo Breaker, second place there to Tempest, which is a really, really close one as well. And I mean, you know, Slash is just built different too. Both these players are incredible experts, specialists in their characters, and I cannot wait to watch them play. They're button checking real quick, and I feel like I hear the Mei theme. I think we might just get it. And you see stanced up there, UMISHO's hands, just the posture.
How are they doing that? Like, how are they doing that? Like, I really don't understand how you holding your hands up, playing on pad like this. My arms would get tired.
Steve, it's a shooting game. That's why. It's like they're just stanced up, ready to go.
You're out in the arcade, playing some time cop.
Yeah, stepping on the pedal, just ready to go. So it looks like button check looks good. UMISHO's ready. Slash ready. It's going to be a great match. I can't wait to watch this because we get to see the control kind of mid-range domination that the character Happy Chaos has, right? Like in this version, he's not really kind of doing the full screen shooting nearly as much as he did in the last patch. He can still do it though. And you have Slash on the other hand with Mei, who a very explosive character, obviously, and can fight the mid-range against this character pretty well. Even last patch, where Happy Chaos was an absolute menace, like I think Mei was one of those characters where the threatening mid-range options, having fast horizontal moves like Dolphin, is a really big deal.
I was literally just thinking that if you have to deal with that, you're going to be a lot more reluctant to just throw out shots, because if you get hit, take a big counter hit, get knocked down, you're really going to be afraid to hit a button after that. And I feel like if you knock down Happy Chaos, he doesn't have any wake-up options. He has to hold it.
Yeah, I mean, but that is, you know, perfectly complemented by the amazing defense of UMISHO. Their defense is incredibly good.
No, that's facts. They definitely know how to hold their own, especially when they're on defense. And like I said, them not having a reverse of Happy Chaos, that is really something you have to keep track of. Mei loves to rush you down.
Oh, yeah. And Happy Chaos is me and Evo walking by everybody like, hey, what's up? Hey, gamer, how goes it? Just walking by.
Walking through Mandalay Bay, waving to everybody. They know they haven't seen him in years. But here we go. Mei versus Happy Chaos. UMISHO versus Slash. Let's get it.
There's that H-Dolphin looking for the pressure right away. Ooh, I love that little whiff attempt into the throw. And yeah, there's a lot of really solid Happy Chaos players over in EMEA. One of the biggest one is Tiger Pop. Tiger Pop's an excellent happy cast player. So
Yes.
Slash going to be experienced in the matchup, but there's that commando roll, the John Wick to get to the other side.
Uh-oh, concentrate.
Can't stay low. Excellent block. The plus frames there. The Dolphin puts Slash airborne to get out of that pressure. No bullets. Got to reload the gun.
And if you notice, Slash isn't using faultless defense much. There's one of the Dolphins, gets the knockdown. Literally just saving that meter, gets the RC. And look at the damage output.
Yeah.
This is exactly why you need to be afraid of Slash and this mate.
Yeah, it's the damage output and the ability to not burst the combo. It's extremely hard to burst the combos against May. Again, UMISHO out of bullets. This is a big one. Can't really do the same kind of pressure we saw early in this round, and for that, they're dead.
You know, I really like the fact that UMISHO just held on to the burst, knows there's another round. Let's get it together, fight better than this one. Oh, gets the throw.
Oh, I love the backdash. They're great knowledge on that situation. It's on Slash to keep that tight and OS and catch the backdash.
It's the break, tries to go for the water balloon, says no. Big counter hit.
And you saw the curse right there, right? Curse gets on, and then immediate Dolphin to check it. That is a big deal in this matchup because, you know, normally you get that curse on, most characters don't have something like that to, you know, get it off of you.
You know, one of the things I feel about Happy Chaos is that it forces you to use that meter to YRC. If you're close enough, you get a hit maybe on the sweep, maybe a 2K to combo into it. RC, get that lock on, maybe that curse off of you, start your own offense. May really good at that because, like you said, she has Dolphin. She has this big range-hitting anchor. She really likes to keep UMISHO on the toes. What a call-out. 5P baits the burst.
And this should be it. Easy peasy. Pick up right into the super. I love. So this combo probably could have been a kill without it, but UMISHO just did the tournament combo. We're here at EVO. I'm not going to try to do any of these shots or anything like that. I will give you more burst gauge and just do the super.
Don't play that game.
Yeah.
Take them out with extreme prejudice.
Oh yeah, this is a scary, scary spot to be. We're on the EVO stage. A lot on the line here as that 5D hits. See, perfect IFD right there from Slash. Very difficult to do. Look at this. You get the reload, baits and throw. Do whatever you want to do, and now you got to guess.
Real close on this wall. Needs to be careful. What a block on the overhead attempt right there. Still gets the knockdown. Reload. Still got the lock on faultless as well. Spends a lot of meter to get that concentration. Nice block on the 5D. Wait a minute. Slash gets out of there with a Dolphin. Oh, that's a combo in the corner. No.
Yeah, you got to watch out for that. 6K hits, but nothing after. The dash IB. Look at the chase down from UMISHO. Fighting out of the corner by just dash blocking forward. Look at the space. We're already back in the middle of the screen.
Backdash Dolphin just to keep it interesting. Slash, I see you. RC this time around. 5P to start the pressure. Dolphin once again almost caught you peeking.
Slash made a really good adjustment in their offense there, which I'll talk about in a second, but no anti-air. 5P runs up for the 2K. The defense is amazing from Slash. Gotta reload. UMISHO needs to reload so bad here. Yep. Oh, 5 shots in the chamber.
Oh, this is not good. Not good. Uses 1 bullet already.
Oh yeah, trying to beat the burst there. That's huge. Oh my God, Dolphin into the corner. And the gold burst is excellent.
Lots of meter. Lots of meter now. Oh no. How do you get out of this? No meter to YRC on the side of Slash. Sets up the clone as well. 18 seconds left on the clock, and the gold burst gets you shot. UMISHO taking that first game. Shaking it off. Shaking it off.
Look at the patience from UMISHO. Dash up and backdash like 4 times to try to beat that burst. Really just played so safe, so consistently that entire time so that Slash just didn't get a chance to use it, and eventually Slash just said, I gotta try it.
There's a throw, gets the corner. And once again, goes for the empty jump low on a reload. Tries to keep the wall pressure air throw, but out of the corner.
I love that backdash too on that. Oh, this is gonna be an anti-air.
BRC 5P. Oh, nice combo conversion. I want to see if that burst is gonna come into play. This is first round. Game 2 didn't get the kill. Gut saving May's life.
Yeah, she is Japanese.
That is true. She is Japanese. That's true.
Japanese people live longer in this game and in real life.
And in the lore.
RC looks good. UMISHO, I love that choice to get out the clone. Then reload here, runs up, looks for 2K, 2D, and Slash. Oh, I like that idea on the backdash, but the chase down, so aggressive.
Yeah, nice 2K there to catch the backdash. UMISHO going up to the second game, looking really strong. Calls out the burst early this time. Not a lot of meter on the side, but there's the curse. I love that Dolphin challenge after the curse. Jump H hits his mark. With faultless defense. You see UMISHO's really active to get out of that corner versus May, and I don't blame him. That command throw can lead to really big damage. You don't want to give her the meter positive bonus.
Very excellent block. You still get a mix up here. And yeah, that was a backdash looking for the command grab. Look at the damage.
And Look at this, meter positive bonus, no meter, BRC forward, but the 5K from May, you gotta respect it. You see Slash with a little cheeky smile going into that round.
Yeah, it looked like a little error there, maybe even from UMISHO. It was kind of like, I flubbed it. This is big. Has the corner already. Missed the 6S, missed the shot. But
Really close. All up on the gristle right now. 50% meter, BRC. Not sure what happened. The screen moved up.
that's big, the reload, and the concentration is a little dire here. Yeah, I need to concentrate. Perfect management of the resources from UMISHO.
Here comes the offense. Dash up once again. Damage, not the hardest part about this matchup for May. All she has to do is get a hit.
Yeah.
See?
It is easier said than done, though, right? Like, I mean, it's so hard to hit somebody whose defense is excellent.
Speaking of, gets the knockdown. Air dashes to get out of there. One of the techs that UMISHO likes to use. Really air dashes out of that corner a lot. He's like, look, I'm not really trying to deal with it. I feel you, Happy Chaos, just the same. May scares me too. Takes up a little too much damage to be a little girl. UMISHO, I see. Shake it off, shake it off.
I cannot believe the patience to dash all the way in, do absolutely nothing, and block the Goldberg. Duel one.
UMISHO looking real comfortable here.
That's your nerves have to be excellent to do that on the Evo stage. I mean, how many times we see Goldbergs hitting in that set we just saw with Daru and Leffen just a second ago?
Completely right. Completely right. There you go. UMISHO back to the middle of the screen, taking their time this time around. Jumps up to block the Dolphin.
And I love some of the adjustments that Slash has been doing in the pressure. I mentioned it earlier, but basically just staggering over and over and saying, look, I know you want a delayed up back, so I'm just going to do run, close slash, run, close slash.
Speaking of, that's going to be a round on the board for Slash.
Yeah, the vertical Dolphin, too. Just if you want to defend that way, I'll take perfect advantage to Slash. I love it.
Gets the knockdown, getting pretty close. 2K goes for the little staggered pressure. Pull out my gun, and now I got two. You're going through the glass.
Yeah, look at this, too. So much damage on this. You get positive bonus, and you can concentrate here for UMISHO.
Dash up gets the throw. UMISHO with the pressure and the meter positive bonus. Concentration to get a little more. No burst gonna be saving you now. Lets the stagger rock. UMISHO with the pressure. BRC to keep it going. Gotta watch your dome, and that's gonna be the glass break.
It's just like, help me. The combo before that was burst safe, and then it's BRC instant overhead low. I just gotta guess.
Right. Happy Chaos is a problem.
Oh, yeah.
Oof.
Oh, that is bad.
Gets caught by the S.
And UMISHO noticed could have broken the wall, chose not to keep it for the corner. That's a huge throw, though.
Oh, big damage would have been there.
Oh, yeah.
Calls out the burst. Gets the curse this time around. Concentration, moves past the clone. I love that noise.
Every shot, too. And this is a wall break, and the curse, and the reload on an extra bullet.
One bullet. Oh, wow. I think that was far S from May. Actually gets the trade.
And the perfect block
on the YRC. Wait a minute, Slash. Big damage from May, and that is going to be a game on the board. Slash, I see you.
Oh, yeah, and UMISHO was so patient on defense, but the switch up from Slash, right? All this staggered pressure has finally made UMISHO go, okay, I need another way out. It's time to YRC, and Slash is perfectly ready for it.
Yeah. May, like, drop the anchor. Stop the boat. We need to stop now. May, we're in the air. We're in the airship. What do you mean, drop the anchor?
Gonna need a bigger boat, Steve.
A bigger airboat. UMISHO going up against Slash.
And it's been a close match so far. I mean, it's 2-1 UMISHO, but the games have been so back and forth. It's been really, really tight in each of these, and UMISHO's patience really working out well, and I think in a lot of these scenarios, but finally just made a flub there at the end.
All right, here we go. Slash getting one on the board. It is 2-1. UMISHO has a pretty dominant lead when it comes to the gameplay style. I feel like it's just the character, the nature of this character, Happy Chaos. Nice, gets the knockdown this time around. Only one bullet left, gonna take the glass break after a little bit of concentration. Spin that meter, get the break.
Yeah, and you have positive bonus, right, which means you build extra meter, which means this pressure is extra scary. Double overhead on that, well blocked from Slash, but look at this. Shot, concentrate,
no.
Overhead
And
slump.
there's the meter on top of it. One more hit can definitely seal the deal here, but this is only one round. Need a full game to get the closeout. UMISHO gets thrown into the corner.
That was a flub too. UMISHO made a mistake, ran out of bullets, and this is a big chance now for Slash.
5P, 5K, nice instant block. Dash up, gets the throw this time, and once again, keeping the pressure up, gets with the fakie, and look at the damage gonna be on the line here.
Oh my God, but there is no meter for Slash just yet. Gonna build it right after that first move. The clone, and then doesn't commit because of the burst, and Slash with the 5P.
Oh my gosh, Slash. I think that's one of the first scrambles we've seen get that tense, and the 5P has really been saving lives with Nate. Got a lot of range.
Oh yeah, and I mean it's 4-frame 5P. It's an excellent button, very fast, very useful. Reapplies the curse here.
Oh no. Yipes telling us how he hates to get cursed. Down on the floor, man. Shout outs to G-Unit, shout outs to Range, shout outs to the boy IFC Yipes keeping us entertained here in Mandalay Bay as UMISHO gets really close to breaking his wall again. Slash in trouble.
Oh yeah, and then we see the reload cancel. Slash not challenging. It's tough to know. You gotta just be right.
You gotta hold this. You gotta hold this.
Yeah, there's no ammo. This is a big one now for UMISHO. How do you escape and find that chance to reload without it? Your pressure's so much worse.
Yep.
Shallow Dolphin. I love that Slash has been doing that, and I feel like we got to see a command grab soon from him. There it is.
And now in the corner, you're going to get this combo as well. You're going to take the break. You got meter to do something. Goes for a reset instead. Trying to go for the kill, and that's exactly what I was talking about. UMISHO not staying in the corner. Nice RC on the Dolphin. This is what I like to see. Slash fighting back. Ties the set 2-2.
Could have had the kill there twice too. It was very scrambly, and that's the kind of environment you need, right? When Happy Chaos is just like kind of showing this like dominant pressure, you don't get a chance to play, it's brutal, but you really need to scramble and make something happen against this character. So he runs out of resources, he has no concentration, he gets counter hit, and he's, you know, on defense with no wake-up option or anything, and he can explode.
Yeah, you want to force him to use all those bullets. I feel like that's when you get to play a normal game of Guilty Gear.
Yes.
And I feel like that's the force, right? UMISHO knows this and really kind of making a few mistakes when it comes to monitoring those bullets. And I feel like that's just because the competition is so high. Slash is not giving them many opportunities to start a competent offense.
Yeah, and with how Happy Chaos is in this version of the game, it has to be a little bit more resource intensive than before. He can kind of just mindlessly shoot before a lot of the times, right? But now it's like concentration is a bigger factor, and bullets are a bigger factor to do these mix-ups.
First 6P, we saw the entire game there. You gotta hold this water balloon with a curse. Ooh, 5D gets the hit because of the lock on.
Gets the reload too. This is huge now. UMISHO in a great spot on Flash to find a way out, which he does.
Gets the RC after the Dolphin. Wall breaker reset. We're going for reset.
Ooh, that was a double jump from UMISHO. Maybe not on purpose, so they couldn't air dash out to escape, but the 6P finds its mark and gonna build the meter for Super here on that last little bit.
And that's gonna seal the deal. UMISHO gonna get this next round. They're going to set point.
Yeah, again, and I mean, it's been so tough, right? Obviously, Slash is fighting tooth and nail here and really scrambling well.
Stand H calls out the burst early from UMISHO. I don't blame him. I don't want none of that damage.
Oh yeah, and I like that we see a little bit more mid-range shooting here from UMISHO, threatening it, which we haven't seen so much so far.
Gets a few bullets back. Calls out the burst this time around. Slash in trouble.
Yeah, UMISHO got to find a chance to get some of these resources back. There's the concentration super. And the pressure now. So scary. Baits the throw. That's a 2D. Get all the bullets back. You got to guess. Empty jump throw. We haven't seen that yet. And the lead is building. And there's the slump. Last chance for Slash. Can he do it? He cannot. And UMISHO is moving into our winners finals here for a shot at Leffen and a shot at an EVO title.
What a play. UMISHO taking out Slash. Slash starting to fight back in those later rounds. But I love the fact that UMISHO loves to control the pace so well. Happy Chaos is great at it. UMISHO is even better at it.
And it was just, I mean, I have to say the adjustments from Slash were so excellent. I love the way he changed his pressure and really tried to throw things off, but UMISHO in the end there really brought out some new ideas. I love the empty throw. I love just going for some new stuff there to try to throw off stuff and make Slash uncomfortable, and they just made really incredible adjustments in the end.
Slash not out of the tournament just yet. Going down to the learners bracket in the name of my boy Yipes, who's down on the floor holding it together with G-Una as well. So I really thank you guys for joining us. EVO 2022. Guilty Gear Strive is the last game today on this EVO Sunday. I'm joined by the amazing Sajam Hair Beyond Compare, one of the greatest commentators. I'm telling y'all right now, this guy's ridiculous, and this Guilty Gear Strive is also ridiculous.
Oh yeah, the matches have been incredible. I mean, those 3-2, both of them, right? Super close sets. I mean, we could just be looking at Daru versus Slash in winners finals just as easily. You know what I mean? Those are incredible players, and I hope everybody's been waiting all night to watch some Guilty Gear. You're at home waiting, and I hope these matches are delivering. They're incredibly good. We're going to be moving down to losers very soon here. We'll have the bracket for everybody to take a peek and get a set at, like, okay, I missed the first couple of matches. Who's playing where now? What's going on down there? I heard there's a guy named Bean. He plays Chip. What's that about? So we're going to take a look. That'll be our next match. Bean versus PepperySplash. The winner is going to be going up against Slash down there. Yeah, that'll be our next match. It's going to be a good one. TemptestNYC up against Hotashi. 2 NA players down there. Those two have played, obviously, many, many times. That's an interesting matchup. I can't wait to watch that one. And we'll see if, Hotashi could just have one of those days, or Tempest can have one of those days like Tempest did back at Combo Breaker.
No, that's definitely true. But let's talk about Bean and PepperySplash. PepperySplash has been on my radar ever since Guilty Gear Rev 2.
Oh, yeah.
That's how long I've been paying attention. PepperySplash, definitely one of the greats coming all the way from Canada. But let me tell you something. This Bean guy, an evil Bean, I like to say, because I'm going to tell you, I've played against them in tournament, and they definitely smoked me. But I love the fact that they are committed to the chip. I'm about that character commitment and love, so I love to see that, Bean staying true to the character, even in this top 8 scenario.
Yeah, Bean is incredible. Like, around North America, there's people who are like, yo, is Chip maybe top 5? Is he close? Like, is he top 6,
Some people
7?
think that now.
Yeah, but you know why? It's because of Bean. Like, Bean is so good and been doing so well in so many of the tournaments that around here, everybody's like, I don't know, man, this Chip character is out of control. And that's a sign that just, he has a big impact. He's incredibly good. He had so many close matches off stream as well, like Nitro, who everybody saw in the grand finals of Dragon Ball last night.
Yep.
Nitro versus Bean was like 3-2, last hit, last round. Super close sets, right? I mean, he's just fighting for his life down there. Up against Pep, who you mentioned, PepperySplash, obviously a legacy Guilty Gear player, entered Guilty Gear Strive, right, is in top 8 of this tournament. Entered Guilty Gear Exert this year at EVO, won Guilty Gear Exert. Entered Guilty Gear Plus R this EVO, second place to none other than Elvin Shadow, who won Guilty Gear Plus R. So obviously very good at every single Guilty Gear game, right? So this is somebody who's a legacy player and very familiar at being, and also incredibly good. These two are just so good at their characters.
Yeah, I want to see what Chip brings to the table. I know, once again, like you said, a lot of people talk about Chip now, like, yo, how do you stop this character? I feel like that far S, even though it is one of those things you need the most for controlling that range, you need meter to make it an actual tool. But Chip speed, the run-up knockdown pressure, and getting these meters is really going to be a thing, especially versus a character like Zato, who really only needs to knock down Chip one time.
Yeah, and it kind of hits different when you watch legacy players play against Chip, where like, in this version he's so scary and everything. I get that, but like compared to old Chip, where he can teleport YRC or teleport around and do all kinds of wild stuff, when you compare that, I think PepperySplash and other legacy players are like, this. It could be worse.
No, straight. That's exactly how. As a Chip player, I'm like, bro, if I could still teleport right behind you, or right in front of you, above you, or actually above you and behind you, this would be so much worse.
Yeah.
But it's definitely not that bad. The speed is definitely going to be on display. I'm looking for a slower paced game. Zato really needs to stop Chip from moving around, lock him down. Even though a lot of his air situations for conversion aren't as strong as they was before, Chip is definitely a hassle to deal with.
Oh, yeah. And I mean, it's just going to be really interesting to watch. Again, we talked about this with the Zato matchup earlier, but it's really about control. Can you slow down Chip and prevent him from just running all over you, right? That's going to be such a big factor in this matchup. Is PepperySplash able to control the chaos, or can Bean just kind of exert his will, run all over the screen, and really just give him a ton of trouble?
Here we go, round one.
That's rock, dash up jab, right away from Pep, just goes for that 2P. Looking for some early safe pressure. I like that a lot, and the IFD on the second hit.
Can we talk about the fact that one of these guys are going home after this?
Oh, yeah.
Somebody from this top 8 will not be sitting with us the rest of the time. They're going to the bleachers. Early burst by PepperySplash. There's that air movement I was talking about. Big combo, he out, but drops in the corner, maybe going for a reset. Gets the throw. Here comes Bean, and that's the meaty situation that I was talking about.
Oh, yeah, 2D Gamma after the throw is guaranteed. Wow, didn't have the meter for the 6K. What an interrupt, and that's the kill. Nicely done there from Bean. You saw Pep try to keep the Pierce tight with 5P, and Bean just 2Ks right on.
Legit, I think he IB 2K.
Yeah, ready for it. Mix-up time, though. Pep with the early start.
Great block to get the command through.
Yeah, that's PepperySplash. That's the Great White Shark. Gets the grab, and there's the 2D. OTG, gotta guess left, right.
Gets that close S. 5P for the anti-air counter hit combo. Here we come. And goes for the mix off the wall, too. D to get the knockdown. Here come PepperySplash, calls out the little Eddie. Here comes the pressure, hold this sword.
Yeah, you notice Pep has tightened up the pressure, right? Really keeping it tight so that, and then finally there was a gap. Bean was ready, but he kept the pressure tight because Bean was challenging right there and was ready. And I like that adjustment, big counter hit, and there's the burst.
He tried to look for that counter hit combo with the 2S, calls out the burst. PepperySplash didn't want to die because he wanted to take out Chip. That's going to be it. Birdman hands through the glass. That's going to be PepperySplash.
And the clean kill on that. I love the adjustment on the pressure. You know, Pep just recognizing, okay, Bean is good. He knows what to do against this pressure. I'll change it up just a little bit. I like the alpha blade there for Bean just to get out of the corner.
OTG with the S right there. That costs you a throw into the corner. PepperySplash is going to try to start the offense. Using the burst to stay alive, though.
It's a good thing he had the burst. Could have been a back throw incident, but not quite just yet. The IPs are looking clean.
Tries to go for the overhead right there. RC to save it. Once again, the 2K gets rid of little Eddie, and now you're stuck on defense. 2P to save the day.
No, that hair is real, Steve. It looks beautiful, and he gets the shark. Gonna be the wall break here with the Amorphous. It was a little late, but I think it's still fine. God damn, that did a lot of damage. A whiff on the 5D because he was in the air. Pilots Eddie out of the way, and the 2S finds its mark. The spacing was perfect. And man, I mean, you notice that the pace of this, right? Bean is just so fast. He's really just challenging and moving in ways that's making like Pep's life just miserable, right? It's so hard to move Eddie around and also position Zato to be safe at the same time when someone's movement is this, you know, unpredictable and really solid.
You know, one of the things is that you have to be really careful fighting in that neutral game versus Chip, right? If he has any meter, that conversion is really going to hurt. So you really just don't want to get the knockdown and let him kind of get this kind of snowball pressure that he really deals well with. 5P to stop the air attack.
They're going to be the burst out of the corner, and the air throw looks beautiful from Pep. Bad spot to be. Oh, and the burst is no-go. Chip players, they do that sometimes. I think that's a hallmark of their play, the burst.
You have to, bro. My man is made of paper mache. He will explode if he gets hit. Once again, gets the OTG. Stays on the same side this time around. Full combo conversion, side switch. Block right there by PepperySplash. Gets the counter hit. This can be a big damage payout. Gets the wall break instead.
Oh yeah, damage is great on that. Plus there's positive bonus. You do not want to block against positive bonus Chip. He's going to build the bar, RC on the bonsai, and that'll do it.
Okay, Bean. Getting the hang of things.
Yeah, looking great. I love these dash up round starts from PepperySplash. Almost every round start, instead of hitting a button, he just dash blocks in case Chip goes for a far slash. Great idea, and because of that, we see the early wall break.
TK2D keeping him locked down. Chip in trouble. Look at how much life my man lost. No, stays on the same side again. Tries to go for the big side of the corner. Zato takes out of PepperySplash.
Oh, and look at the chase down on the alpha. Knew he was going to try to run away after. And look at this, has Amorphous.
That's going to be a done deal. PepperySplash getting another one.
Oh yeah, clean play so far. And I have to say, a lot of this movement, these dash blocks from PepperySplash have been, you know, expertly placed.
Tried to do it that time around. Bean was like, nah. Goes for the air dash, gets the side switch. Here's the knockdown, got to hold the gamma.
I love the empty jump from Pep and into nothing. That kind of made Bean chase in the air, and then he overcommitted, throw into the frog. Classic Eddie. It's no beer in the last game, and now it's just the frog. Built the bar with the drunkard.
That was actually sick.
Yeah, that was
PepperySplash with the awareness.
incredible, honestly. Oh, the YRC looks great here. Alpha Blade out. Bean's got a chance.
Alpha Blade up, gets the hit, gets thrown in the corner, not being aware. PepperySplash trying to close out this round just a little bit more. Has the air throw. RC to spend the rest of that tension, and PepperySplash gets another game on the board. Being down 2-0 right now.
Yeah, I have to say the biggest thing is the movement from Pep so far. The way he's just dash blocking in and challenging up close, he's not afraid to do that because he knows that, you know, if you give him space, you know, Chip is so fast. He's really hard to contain. But if you can get near him at the start of the round, fight for that instant, get in there and make things happen, you have a better chance.
Nice. Once again, these air dashes are really starting to take a toll. PepperySplash just needs to Bean needs to cash out on him. Gets the command throw, Damn Fang mid-screen. Dash up met with a DP, big counter hit, and no burst to stop this damage, and 50% to tack on the super and the wall break.
And this is so bad. Positive bonus Chip, one of the scariest characters in the game. Positive bonus lets you build extra bar and gives you extra damage, so it's a big deal. Rekka 1, Rekka 2. See you next round.
Instant double super gets the break, and now we see Bean getting in the form.
Got the pressure here. 2P around start looks good, but the 5P anti-air, that's 3 frames. Incredibly fast. One of the only characters in the game that has access to that.
And I'm gonna tell you right now, you need it in this game. Those 5Ps that you can see, anti-air combo confirms, are really one of Chip's staples when it comes to this, because that flight is an issue. 5P once again, and you just saw the attempt. Calls out the burst from PepperySplash.
Oh yeah, oh, Eddie gets flipped and then so does Zato.
Oh, wow, tries the back dash, get caught by the 2H. Air throw break, not this time, no PepperySplash on the offense.
Yeah, burst available though, so if Bean gets hit, he can try to find a chance, but Pep kept that burst safe. Just gets the hit, jumps back frog, goes for the sword to break the wall.
Okay, goes for the Pierce. Still alive, gets counter hit, not gonna get a chance to burst. Or YRC, PepperySplash set point, here we go.
Yeah, I mean, we've had so many close sets so far, and then now Pep is looking dominant here. It's on Beans, they really set the pace. No burst, and Zato, his health sucks. I mean, if he gets hit again, he could die without burst.
60, look at that, man, excuse me, 50% gone already, and because of that positive bonus, RC gonna go straight to the wall, take the super.
Oh yeah. Rekka 1, Rekka 2 Super is a buff Chip got in this version. You can see how impactful it is. Great block on that, but not on the fast RC. Game on the board there for Bean.
With a perfect nonetheless, and look how fast he's going. I feel like it's just literally one of those things where you gotta break PepperySplash's defense and let Chip play his game. Gets the knockdown early this time around, OTG with the close S.
Ooh, Gamma on the back dash, very scary. And again, try to dash up and then dash backwards. He's done that a few times. It's to bait the throw, and Pep not falling for it, just goes for the 2P.
Ooh, I like the late jump right there. Bean not taking the bait and almost got hit by a big combo there. Using those 3 chip jumps to get out of the corner and start their own offense. PepperySplash gets the reversal throw. YRC baited. Birdman hands break the glass.
I love the punish too. 2S right into Amorphous, no burst, right? You're not going to get a chance there. Even if you did burst on the 2S, it wouldn't have mattered. Beautiful punish, great awareness.
And there's that far S, exactly what I was talking about. You need meter to get the confirm in some instances, but going to that Rekka he was talking about. 2K 2D knockdown.
Ooh, and Eddie's going to die here, I think. Soon he'll run out of gauge. Yeah, there it is. Ooh, that's big.
That was so bad. You do not want a DP right there. 2H, not going to work out. Here's a DP of their own. Here comes Bean. Side switch on top of it. Here's the open.
Yeah, that was a big drop from Pep, but didn't have Eddie anyway. Backdash again, gets sniped this time. Pep has been backdash throwing a lot in the corner, and I think Bean is catching on.
He's been backdashing mid-screen as well and getting clipped a couple of times for no big conversions, but it's still a dangerous tactic to try to keep using over and over when Bean's on it. But speaking of damn Fang, use the RC.
Oh, runs it. Great break there from Bean. The whip on the throw, and that's an easy punish. Bean just was barely out of range.
Yo, Bean starting to get it together. Bean starting to bring it back, 6P. First one I think we've seen all game.
Oh, I love that run cancel, and then there's the IFD there from PepperySplash, gets hit low again. I love the stagger pressure. Bean has really caught on to the fact that Pep is, doing these late jump backs and stuff, and is now like, okay, I don't have to commit to it. Yeah, I like that run up 5P attempt, but it's a no-go.
2H combo, little Eddie Steele there, and plenty of gauge now. Look at the damage this dude. Chip cannot take a hit. Far S RC baited with the burst, and we're going full combo and a lot of meter as well. Goes for the mix, and you're 100% dead. That is going to be 2-2. Bean, I see you.
Yeah, that's a bad spot to burst there if you're PepperySplash. Rekka 1, Rekka 2 is brutal for that, right? Because even on hit, it doesn't lead to much. And then, in that case, most of the time they're going to RC for a combo anyway. So that's just one of those moments where you burst not thinking about it, and you're like, oh, God, I should not have done that.
Those frustration bursts. You're like, yeah, I'm so tired of getting hit burst. And you're like, oh, no. Why did I do that?
We have ourselves a game 3 here after what looked like a blowout set for Pep.
Yeah, this is definitely a turnaround situation right now. Bean really trying to get this game started, and look how impressive PepperySplash has been, just dashing up after the knockdown. Ooh, big counter hit with the Rekka. Calls out the burst from PepperySplash.
Ooh, and there it is. We see it. He cannot contain Bean right now. Bean is moving way too fast, and PepperySplash is unable to find kind of that control that we saw earlier, although that'll do it.
And just as we saw that, called out the burst, 2S for the punish, we saw the frog. This is game 6, and I'm telling you right now where it might be the last one. It's 100% the last one, and it might be PepperySplash's.
Yeah, I think the pressure so far from Pep was really good in that round. Once he caught Bean, but Bean's movement was excellent before that. OTG pressure here. IFD from Pep was beautiful, created that escape. The IFDs on Wake Up from PepperySplash have been huge in this matchup as we see another command grab.
Damned Fang, welcome to Shark Week. Hold this frog.
Oh, that is bad. This is going to be a wall break with the sword. The sword refreshes the Eddie gauge, so Eddie is now back.
Taking that option, definitely one of the things you see a lot of the Zato players do, go straight from Piercer, and you see the faultless coming from B. Still has enough to YRC. What's the option? Oh, gets hit by the dust, and that's gonna be the set. Bean will be going home, but like you said before, such a strong competitor, such a strong American player with the chip, and one of the few out there, PepperySplash, gonna move on.
Yeah, I mean, that was an incredibly tight set, but I feel like the core of what was working for Pep really is what he went back to in the last game, right? I think his defense and dash blocking, again, was really excellent the whole time, but it really was kind of shining in that matchup.
No, it's definitely true. It's definitely true. I saw the back dashes really start to work out for Bean in that sense, just catching, making sure that the opponent isn't doing it. But PepperySplash really kind of evened it out, really closed out that game, even though Bean was hot on his heels trying to make that comeback. And now Bean is out of the tournament, but PepperySplash still alive.
Yeah, Pep moving on here. That's a big win for sure. I mean, you know, this is a long road if you're in loser side of the bracket. Winning from losers is so hard in a match like this, right? And I mean, that's 3 matches in a row that have gone down to the wire. Last hit, I mean, every match has got to be so close. It's so dramatic here at EVO, but you wouldn't have it any other way. This is the place to watch the best in the world.
I want these matches to go to last round, last match, every time. I don't care how they feel. I want to see this, and I know you guys want to see it as well, but we got another one coming, another one of America's hopefuls, 2 of America's hopefuls, actually. We got TemptestNYC, and you know I'm a Leo player, going up against Hotashi, arguably one of the greatest Nagaryukis in the world.
Oh, yeah, and I mean, look, the thing about both these players is if you've been watching Guilty Gear, you're familiar, right? They're 2 of the most dominant players in North America. They always do well at the events they enter, consistently top 8 in every event that they play in, and it's been fun to watch. Tempest obviously has a background in a lot of different games. A lot of people knew him as a Grand Blue player, I think, especially right when the pandemic was hitting, right? So he played that game. He's really, really good at it. Really, really good at this game as well. Combo breaker champion. And then we have Hotashi on the other side, who has been a Guilty Gear player for a while, right? Everybody knows is one of the most consistent LFO players in the States during Exert, a really, really strong competitor. And you see him running around the building IRL, streaming, doing all this wacky stuff. He really tries to promote the video game. Everybody check out Guilty Gear. And 2 of them, I mean, these are the 2 of the best players in North America, 2 of the strongest players out there that play the game. So it's going to be great to watch them play. Not the first time they played, and it will definitely not be the last.
Leo versus Nago. Nago's been a huge tale of contention ever since they released Guilty Gear Strive. I feel like this character, they try to nerf him, try to make him weaker, but it never really works. I also feel like it really does round out pretty well. Some of the changes they made have 100% made this matchup a little easier to deal with, but a player like Hotashi has already kind of adjusted his game plan to make sure if you try to get in there too early, he will definitely take off that damage. A very patient player, knows how to use their meter, and you need to pay attention to that blood gauge if you're fighting Hotashi because he's going to use it against you.
Oh, yeah. I mean, one of the only Nago players that just, like, pops on purpose all the time and gets away with it. I mean, that's part of his strategy, right? He's built
on purpose.
And, I mean, like, Nago, you know, we were here back the last time EVO was live when this game was announced, and he was shown right after the trailer, and everybody was like, this is the coolest character of all time.
Same. I do my hair like this character.
Yeah, I mean, he is so cool. It's hard not to think he is super, super tight. And, you know, he really represents this character and is like, there's like a chat command in his chat that's like ! Elfo, and it's like, I will not switch off Nago. He is that cool. So, I mean, you know, he loves this character. I think we all do. He's just so cool, right? But I mean, these 2 here on the EVO stage, it's going to be a blast to watch them both, and I really cannot wait to watch it because obviously 2 of the best in North America, 2 of the best in the world. These 2 have played a lot, and I think historically, this has been a matchup where the Leo players really tend to struggle.
One of the things, first off, true. Another thing is that Hotashi has really taken to comboing into their blood pop. We know that he likes to pop anyway, but comboing into their blood pop really does help him out. Corner situations, and if done properly, can really close out a round before it even gets started.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it lets you continue pressure after, and then if he survives, the fact that he lives means that he just gets to go for more offense afterward with a fresh bar of blood, and that's so scary. You don't know much about this character, Nagoriyuki. You're like, who's this big samurai dude? What does he do? He has a gauge in the bottom left with blood. As he spends special moves, that blood gauge goes up and he pops, and it's a state that can be very bad for him or very good depending on the scenario. So we're going to see that blood management be a big factor.
Ooh, 2S. One of the tools this character got significantly buffed in the most recent patch. Baits the burst early on, and already TemptestNYC is in a lot of trouble. Spins the super as well, gonna get the glass break, and look at the damage on TemptestNYC's life bar.
Oh yeah, and this super builds him back so much blood. Like after this, you know, his blood gauge goes down like a ton. So a bar and a half basically going like that, which means he can pressure more and more and more. See the back Fukio. Look at the range Hotashi holding here. 2S'ing, 5H'ing. It's really a wall that Leo has to figure out how to climb over.
Yeah, that's what I mean about that blood. Once you get to 2, you're like, okay, I can't attack anymore. And if it gets to 3, you gotta kind of look for the pop. And I'm sure Tempest knows this. But here comes the offense. Gets hit by the overhead, tries to go for Oki. Did not hit, but stays in back turn. Gets hit by the 5K Beyblade.
You see the 2S's fishing at range here, trying to tempt Tempest to run into it, and he does, finds the 2D.
RC gets the meter, gonna get to the corner. Takes the Oki. YRC, 2S goes for the 5/8. Look at that blood. I have to say it out loud, that's how I remind myself.
Oh yeah, and you can see the chip damage these normals do from Nago as well. Look at the life bar for Leo. Oh, and that's on hit. Holding this range. This is tough to do. The raw berserker. The overhead lands.
Oh no, you should be dead. Oh no! PRC calls out the burst. TemptestNYC has some of the most organic paths. It's like he's freestyling a lot of times. I'm like, what is the route? What are you going for? And still complete control of the round, tying up this first match.
Oh yeah, walk up 6H, the stagger. One thing about Hotashi is really known for that, delaying his pressure massively just because he doesn't expect you to challenge.
Ooh, overhead once again. SH goes for the Oki. Back turn cancel, goes for the throw. Another trade, gets the counter though. Now, kind of going back to this neutral. 5D. Oh, he should be dead.
Oh, the miss.
Oh, that's not good. That's frustration.
Oh, and that's a whiff for sure. Way downtown the swing, and that'll be the punish. Game 1, Tempest.
Little frustration there, you could tell by Hotashi. Not sure if he wanted to do dash in the super, or maybe he just thought Tempest was going to swing again, but did not work out. Actually cost him the game, and that is not good.
Yeah, that's a big one to give away right there. I mean, kind of out of nowhere. He does that, right? Like, that's the thing that Hotashi does. He does like to wake up super, but that was so downtown, too.
Oh, wow, gets hit by the Beyblade. After the Gatling calls out the flash kick, 2H, big damage. Hotashi, one of those Nagos that really makes you feel the pain if you whip something big like a DP.
Oh yeah, and I mean, the other thing too is like a lot of times his routes are really tough to burst. The confirm into the kill here on the wall, dead.
Another round on the board for Hotashi. This is getting faster and faster in his side of the game. For that pressure.
Yeah, that is a punish. Got that 5 frame, 5P, very fast. Good for stuff like that. Man, I cannot believe the flash kick reached. Oh, baits the throw.
Fukio back this time around.
First command grab we've seen too. Hotashi bringing out some new stuff here. I like it.
Yo, let me get a bite. Oh, nice air dust. Gonna go for the side switch after the RC. Here comes Tempest. YRC.
Little stagger pressure trying to bait that flash kick though. You don't see it from Tempest.
I like the neutral. That 2D got a little buff to it. You can actually put it on those runs. Use it as a whip punish. IB didn't work out. Keeping that back turn stance. Tries to break the guard. Hotashi's in trouble. Once again, a bad call on the overhead. Here's Hotashi.
Oh. Wants the plus frames after the back throw. This is scary. Does not throw. Uh-oh, gotta guess. Punish. Burst is on the table, doesn't go for it. He was looking for it, and the throw works out. Hotashi brought some new things to that matchup. One thing I really like is he kind of did Fukio Beyblade a few times that didn't cancel. Let Tempest get the throw punish, and then in that round said, I will Fukio back, bait the throw, get the punish, and then he went for his first command grab right after. So some new ideas brought out in that second round for Hotashi.
All right, here we go. Tied up 1 game apiece between the two. 5K to get the interrupt, combos into the flash kick, gets the hard knockdown. Chest frame IB, pushes back a little bit, and he goes back to the neutral.
Yeah, he got the IFD there, which was perfect. I mean, his IBs and IFDs are excellent. That's one of the biggest hallmarks about the
Uh-oh, gets clipped. Gatling, that SSS to the corner. Jump as gonna get the combo. Oh, dash up, double S.
You see him fishing for that 2S there, trying to find his mark, but it doesn't work well. The IB, that was gonna be a punish if he spent the bar for sure.
Oh, You got to look at that blood gauge. 2S and H. Right now, Tempest is in trouble. Catches the backdash with 5P. No confirm. Gets another throw. That's going to be the rest of the meter. Another PRC to close out. Hotashi looking good.
That's like the third time that's happened where the BRC messed up Hotashi's combo. Oh yeah, see the late Fukio back to bait the throw again. I like the conditioning that we're seeing here from Hotashi.
Ooh, last break. Nago right at 50%. That meter positive bonus is really going to come in handy. We talked about that IB right there in that close S. Actually got the throw punish. 2S Hotashi. Uh-oh, wait a minute. Tempest with the burst.
Trying to beat the throw, and there we see Tempest jump out of the eyes. Hotashi like, you good? You good, bro? Yeah, see, he's like, you good? I'll take it. All right, thumbs up.
Wow. Hotashi. Big eyes of surprise right now. TemptestNYC taking a second to go back to character select screen, possibly just to think about it.
Yeah, this is a CB champ right here, obviously, right? Has been in this kind of environment before. Resets back to character select and says, let me think about it. Let me just take a gander into my mind and see what I should probably be doing better.
You can tell Hotashi is feeling himself after that last reaction. Great read right there. Really doing a good job of catching some of these backdashes as Tempest is trying to get away. Nago never had a problem with range, so you don't have to worry about it. But you don't want to be in that range. You don't want to have to deal with the close S. He can cancel it, go for a bite, cancel it, go for Fukio in some instances just to kind of keep you on your toes. That neutral game is something you really have a hard time dealing with as Leo.
Oh, yeah. You see we're back in the match here. And what'll be the adjustments for Tempest, right? That's always the most curious part. I want to see it. And I like Hotashi with the immediate Beyblade back, Fukio back after Beyblade that time. Little change in how he's pressuring.
Okay, Berserker. Ooh, trying to actually go up and get the tap throw. Hotashi was well aware, and here he comes again. 6H. Goes for the corner of his own.
Yeah, he Fukio'd back a little too far. When you Fukio, you can hold forward or back and pilot it. Went a little bit farther than he expected, I think.
Okay. 2-3-6S just to try to get in, start some pressure. There's an RC. Finds a low, gets a small combo. Nago back to this wall. Leo with a pinch of life. He might die. 6P counter hit.
I mean, this is tough too. Hotashi's got so much bar. Yeah, there's the YRC. It's a big lead, and that's a punish. Oh no, didn't want to spend the blood. So because of that, Tempest still alive. Oh, the back throw. Look at Tempest like, what the? I didn't, and that's what Hotashi thrives on. Really good in scrambles like that where just, you know, kind of weird stuff happens. That's how he takes advantage.
Really tried to shimmy in the corner right there. And you see Tempest using that 5P. Oh no, here's the throw punish. This burst the overhead says nothing to do. Tab dust with the RC, spins all that gold burst you just got, and now, still with the lead, Tempest is in the corner. Not for long, Berserker to get out, and going for the re-wall splat, no break.
Oh, and then the stagger a little low on that, the challenge from Hotashi.
Double dash up after the far S whip. Look at the just frames. The just guards.
The glow, and he gets the whip punish because of it. His defense incredibly good there.
Just frames, those are mad hard. I feel like people see instant blocking and they don't understand how hard it is. Hotashi's so good at it. Back turn pressure once again coming from Tempest.
Oh, the ankles get broken.
Dead. Huh?
Does not super, and that might hit in the back turn. It does. I'm not sure. This is close. It might be enough. No, not quite.
Beyblade, no. Fukio calls out the super PRC to keep it safe. Dash up there.
He built the burst.
Hotashi, and we're waiting. Stop.
Oh, the clone through the fireball. Hotashi waiting, and he is feeling it.
Popping off, pointing to the crowd. I don't know what that 1 and 4 is. Maybe that's the number of matches.
I think it's 4 more. That's what he's saying.
All right. Hotashi taking out TemptestNYC. That is loser's side, so that will be the placement for Tempest as a Leo player. I'm proud of how far they came, and in all honesty, I'm still watching, but Hotashi stays alive.
Oh, yeah, and I feel like, I mean, after watching that, Hotashi's a scary person to fight in this bracket. Feeling real nice and hot, and already thinking to myself, I need 4 matches to make it through this tournament, be EVO champion, and that's what I'm looking to do.
Yeah, we're getting closer and closer to the end of this right now, but we still have another loser side match to go through before we even get close to the end of Guilty Gear Strive here at EVO 2022. And the matches have already been sick. I've learned a few things. I'm sure you've learned a few things. What about you, Jam?
Oh, yeah, definitely. And I mean, the wild thing is that was the first match that didn't go 3-2, and it was 3-1, so our sets have been just nail biters so far. They've been so close. Really fun to watch. We'll take a peek at the bracket here to see how things are shaking out. Top 5 in the tournament already. It's going to be Leffen, UMISHO in our winners finals, which should be a great match. We have Slash versus PepperySplash, which will probably be next, and then our Daru Ino versus Hotashi. Friends and enemies there on this this bracket for sure.
Definitely seen them go through this matchup quite a few times. I can't wait to see them do it with so much more is on the line. This is EVO 2022. We got more Guilty Gear Strive, but it's going to come up after this break. Go get a snack, use the restroom, and come back to us.
Check out the latest apparel from Tenno. Brand new officially licensed products featuring Tekken, Guilty Gear, The King of Fighters, and some of your favorites from the fighting game community like Eris from Avoiding the Puddle, Tasty Steve, Exo Academy, and more. You can scan the QR code or visit 10-o.gg/merch.
How do I look?
Shall we dance, milady?
Let's see if you're up to scratch. Here comes trouble!
Shoutouts to Astro Gaming, the audio partner of EVO 2022, providing audio for EVO tournament stations with their A40 headset and Mixamp Pro TR products so competitors can have an amazing tournament audio experience. Go visit astrogaming.com to pick up your own A40 headset, Mixamp Pro TR, or audio-related accessories. It's definitely true. One of the things about Sonic is that you don't know how to beat them like clean. You don't know what they're going to do. And they have such a great talent for reading what you want to do as a player, especially as a high-level player, that it's really hard to get anything started. 2K combo. Here comes Jonathan Tanay.
Yeah, I like that combo is cool because, you know, you have run momentum off the 2D, so Soul slides forward and then he gets the 5K after.
Okay. Oh, counter hit, baits the burst again. Lots of meter. This is going to hurt. Oh, you might be dead, bruh.
These early
PRC.
bursts have really caused Jonathan, and he's just bursting on these first counter hits, and you know it's very easy to see why. Ooh, that is big. Got the burst from Sonic. That's a big win.
Needs to be careful with the runs. Oh, Nani!
Oh, combo though. Oh,
He
it
tried
hit
to
the
bait it.
backdash.
He
Yeah,
tried.
Jonathan was on the way out trying to escape, and now set point Sonic Fox just like that, just climbing their way easy peasy through the losers bracket.
Uh-oh. 5K. Sonic with the tick throw. 5K once again, and just full control.
Oh.
Jonathan is in trouble. Spins the burst, gets the gold one on top of that, and calls out the vortex with the flash kick, and that's going to be that. Sonic Fox is back. Grand.
Yes, nobody is gone. I'm just saying the step body, do it our turn. So freak out, yes, nobody is wrong. You and I both just have a views, not soul. Someone will make me do crazy shit. When have I ever forced you to do that? Give me my place back, hey, I won't take your special place. Still, the world is not so tight, right?
Welcome back to Las Vegas. This year at EVO, we are collaborating with the camera division of our Sony Corporation, helping us cover all of our competitions with a variety of Sony cameras. We're using AirPeak, the official drone of EVO, which is easily deployable, running up to 8K video or 61 megapixel still images that provides a great imaging experience. Sony offers a wide range of camera products, from consumer cameras and camcorders to the Venice Cinema camera, to broadcast cameras, including their latest broadcast camera, the HDCF 5500. The HDCF 5500 offers a rich picture quality in any environment. Whether you're in the arena or getting bodied online, Sony helps you capture the moment. And we're back here at Guilty Gear Strive Top 8 at Evolution 2022. Hopefully you've been enjoying all the action so far, enjoying all of our lovely players up on the stage. 2 of them are gone and 6 remain.
And that is what we have left for you guys. But I'm going to tell you who we have coming up. It's going to be PepperySplash going up against Slash. And that's for the loser's side. And I am super curious about this matchup. Personally, I like to see May fight Zato because of the damage output. If she gets a hit, oh, you best believe it's going to hurt. And that's kind of the tail of the tape anyway.
Yeah, I mean, this has got to be a tough draw, I think, if you're Pep, because first of all, Slash, I'm sure all of you have seen the videos of Latif fighting against them and just absolutely lamenting every second of his time, right? I mean, it's brutal for him. So for that reason, I think a lot of people who play Zato do not like this matchup. I think a lot of Zato players think this matchup is very tough, and Slash, you know, plays against Latif, who is one of the best Zato players out there. So for that reason, it's going to be, I think, a tough draw for Pep, both in the character matchup and also just the experience level that Slash has.
Yeah, I'm going to tell you right now, those May normals are really going to help out here in the Zato matchup. You're going to get a lot of instances to get rid of little Eddie. We've seen it a little bit earlier, but I feel like it really needs to be talked about. I want to see if PepperySplash is prepared to have a counter.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, she can poke really well against Zato's, you know, normals, and also against Eddie, right? She has really good disjointed buttons to swing with to try and clip them. And also, besides that, her damage output obviously is a big factor. The kinds of ways she pressures is really good, and having Dolphin as a check anytime Eddie wants to summon, you know, Eddie wants to come out is a big deal, right? Unless you're going to be opposing from very far away, that's going to be a really useful thing to have.
And that's what I was thinking about, that Dolphin opposing from a certain distance. You're really going to have to be on your toes. But here we go, because somebody might be going home. We have PepperySplash going up against Slash. Zato versus May. Let's go.
And man, if you are a fan of Pinatas, boy, do I got the match for you. It's just going to be this character getting hit and absolutely exploding.
Right. Oh, dash up 5G. Actually, 2P actually caught the Dolphin on startup at the beginning of the round.
Yeah, and I love the pressure so far. Pep trying to keep it tight. Slash with the immediate, just like super jump and then jump D out to fly up in the air and stay away from Eddie. I think that's really smart. You see the control on Eddie there from Peppery was very reserved.
Invite to keep main locked down. There's the frog again.
The pressure, this is good. Goes for the command grab.
Okay, let's Shark Tank 5K. Keeping the pressure going.
See, just holding FD, trying to push Pep away, but Pep, he kept that pressure very light, right? Just went for kind of going over Pierce and then 2P, 5P over and over.
Ooh, big counter hit right there. And you saw that little Eddie gauge was actually out of there, so you saw PepperySplash kind of slow it down. Slash taking a chance to get out of there. Lots of meter. BRC trying to keep it close. YRC to stop the offense. PepperySplash flies out of there.
Oh, this is bad. Look at the confirmed mid-screen. New in this version of the game. Yeah, that is something she gets now. Excellent block, but the 2D was a little too far.
Wow.
That's buffed right there. She got that in this version of the game.
I love the fact that Slash already has it in his repertoire of tactics. And like you said before, Slash very well versed in this matchup, coming from, of course, fighting Latif. Still gonna hold this damn thing coming from PepperySplash.
Yeah, summons in the corner, and there was just no challenge on the Pierce. Again, Slash is letting it go. Blocks on the 5D. His defense against Zato is incredibly good so far.
And you can tell it's a lot of experience under the belt.
Yeah, Pep, you know, hasn't found a lot of success with that so far, but his pressure is still really, you know, tight despite that. Oh, yeah, look at the backdash from Slash. So ready.
Ooh, gets the pickup, goes for the sword as well. Little Eddie on the prowl. Lots of meter. Here's the pressure. YRC to stop the piercer. And another, the same conversion, the new stuff. And look at the damage payout as well.
Yeah, humongous counter hit. Gonna explode, baits the burst, of course. And that'll be game one on the board for Slash. How do you hit him? Your offense, you're getting a couple command grabs, sure, but the high lows have just not connected so far, and Pep is just trying to find an answer.
And it really does seem like Pep is like at odds a little bit, because Slash is really not letting the game get started, taking out Eddie as soon as possible, as well as just playing his range game. Going to get a combo here, and the wall break.
Oh yeah, I mean, he's already exploding. Positive bonus here for Slash. Dolphin RC is very scary. Pep has no bar to work with. That doesn't combo unless you're crouching on counter hit.
Ooh, 2P gets the counter hit. There's the piercer, but runs out of Eddie gauge. The throw. PRC for the safety. Break the law to get out of there. You're still going to get command throw. I got meter, so that means you might die unless you spin this burst. Oh, no, no corner.
Ooh, and runs in for the 6K after the beach ball. Pressure from Slash was incredibly good. And yeah, I mean, this is a tough one so far. Pep has got to try to find an answer.
Oh, wow, the 2K actually stops the Dolphin startup.
Yeah, that was so good. Has the frog for the pressure. Everything looks good so far. The command grab lands.
What's the mix? Dash up normal throw. That's the mix. 5H goes straight into piercer once again. Oh, excuse me, that's a lot. Goes for the spikes.
Oh, could have had a wall break there, and that's actually a drop from PepperySplash.
OTG uses the dash. Oh, no, that is going to be dead.
Oh, not quite, but the OTG. She's Japanese, Steve.
keep forgetting. I keep forgetting. I'm not going to stun. I keep forgetting.
Yeah, their health bar is folded 1,000 times to be extra durable. That's how Guts works with Japanese characters. How it goes, that is going to hurt so bad. Pep had the burst. The pressure is so scary. Wow, interruption. That was...
It's not going to connect.
Oh, not like this. The anvil out of the air and the big whale from behind. He is so dead as game 2 goes for Slash.
Smoked. Bro, big damage from May right there and Slash. And look at these reads, how he's calling out exactly what PepperySplash wants to do. This is 2 games to 0. The person who took out Leffen. Excuse me, Latif.
Yeah, they're all Zato players in the end, right?
Yep.
Easy to get them mixed up. And they both start with an L. Ooh, 6H barely out of the way there. That was scary. Pressure looks good, but the interrupt is great from Slash. I mean, everything's been perfect. Try to beat the burst there, by the way.
That's exactly what I was talking about. The 5P working out a little bit. I almost caught the backdash. Another 6P gets rid of the little Eddie, so the offense is going to end. And Slash knows, and here it comes.
Man, the pressure is incredible so far. I mean, it's like Slash's defense is ridiculous, and his ability to just turn any situation around against PepperySplash is really, really hard for him to deal with.
Piercer, you better hold this. To the corner you go, and sneaks in the command throw to get the kill. PepperySplash with a sign of life.
You see what he's got to do to hit him? He's got to do 5D
right.
fast RC command grab just to try to get a mix-up on this character.
Oh, tries to charge that anchor. PepperySplash says no, hold this 2S.
Stagger pressure. Yeah, I love the staggers because, you know, Slash has been just kind of waiting things out, so if that's the case, just go for that extra turn.
Backing away from opposed, once again, destroys the little Eddie, and now Slash gets to play his game.
Oh, no.
Look at this damage. Oh. Look at the damage. Oh, my. Dead. 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 Welcome to SeaWorld.
Sometimes you're the hammer, sometimes you're the nail, Steve. That's just how it goes.
I feel like May is always the hammer.
Yeah, she is. It's just like, can another hammer hit her first?
Right? I see your fellow hammer. Let's see who hits who first.
Man, look at Slash just killing Eddie so consistently. This damage is really going to hurt. Side switch combo on top of it. Command grab. Up Dolphin. Super for the kill. 3-0. Slash has taken out Peppery.
Do you know what that says about the matchup we saw Latif having versus all these other players? And think about that. That kind of sets the stage for Slash. Got to deal with all these Zatos, but you have the experience versus the best, apparently.
Uh-huh. On the right day, for sure. And that is a big win for Slash. Played incredibly well. I think Slash is just ridiculously talented, too. So, you know, the fact that took UMISHO onto the ropes there in that last set, it was really, really close. But I kind of had a feeling that was going to spell doom for Pep, right? That's a tough loss and just get sent to losers. You know, what's interesting, too, is that even on the other side of things there, the person that sent PepperySplash to losers was UMISHO. So,
wow.
Either way, that was going to be a tough draw.
Really setting the stage here, but that's what I mean, though. Slash got to be feeling comfortable. You might have to have one more Zato to deal with and an Eno. It's really starting to clear a lane for that grand final showing if we get there, but we still got matches. We got a little deviation as we're going to have Daru Eno going up against Hotashi.
Yeah, that match is so interesting. These two obviously very close, right? They're always hanging out at events, chilling. You see Dar's like tweeting pictures of Hotashi and being like, it's my friend, he's running around, everything's cool. And now they meet here in the top 8, right? So this is going to be kind of the tale of these two, friends and foes in Guilty Gear. It's going to be really interesting to watch. And I know a lot of people, especially in North America, do not like the matchup for Eno, but, you know, there's a lot of really strong Nago players. We saw Dark Necro this weekend, incredibly good from Asia, right? And Dar is going to have the matchup experience.
So talking about the matchup experience overall, I feel like if we talk about them being friends again, literally Daru Eno would hit Hotashi with the command grab super from Eno and be like, bye-bye. So these guys are close. They're definitely close. And Daru Eno is a bit of a troll. I'm going to just be real.
Yeah.
My man definitely likes to troll you while he's playing, and don't let him start to feel himself playing Eno because the mix-ups are going to come up plenty, and I promise you the guess is not going to be in your favor. But Hotashi's had experience.
Yeah.
He's fought this guy before. He knows how to deal with Eno. I want to see what the approach is.
And it's like both of them too, right? They're both kind of trolls and they feed off that energy. So it's really about who can capitalize more in this environment where there's a lot of nerves, there's a lot going on here. So it's going to be interesting to see, like, does that kind of like ha-ha friendly friendly rivalry impact one of them more than the other, and how does that go? Where, you know, both of them we mentioned are really good in the scramble. Daru is excellent when things are a little sloppy, things are a little weird. Same thing there with Hotashi, right? Both of them are really good when things are a little unusual and they have like kind of a strange matchup and they can just kind of do some wild stuff. So.
It's the scramble. I feel like Ino really lives in the scramble, and we know Daru Ino doesn't even like to hit back with the character. I still don't know what it looks like. See a twinkle of it, but for the most part, it's all go, go, go. Hotashi's job is going to be to interrupt that. I'm expecting a lot of 5Ps, far S's before we even get to the air dash range, and a proper way to deal with antidepressant scale, as well as 2S and stroke.
And 2H as well, right? Like 2H from Nago is a big, scary move to swing out there. So I'm excited for that for sure. This is going to be an interesting matchup, and we're just going to have match after match after match here at EVO. No more time for break, Steve. It's getting late. It's time for some Guilty Gear. We got to get through this thing.
Here we go, though. Ino, a character I've always said has been ridiculous. Ever since the conception, I'm like, bro, I have to keep guessing every knockdown until I die.
Yeah.
No fun.
Sucks to suck.
No fun.
Yeah, that's life. Keeps you guessing, Steve. Keeps you on your toes. It's the nature of how it goes. So yeah, this is a very swingy matchup. I expect this to be extremely explosive. It's going to be a wild ride. This is not one of those like, oh, it's really patient back and forth. This is going to be explosive fireworks, really just, you know, edge of your seat kind of a match.
They definitely go at each other when they play.
Oh, yeah.
But I feel like the stakes are a little different. You might see a little bit more patience from either one of these players, but one of them might be going home. This is not a situation where you want to take it lightly. I hope they're not trolling, because it's not going to be easy.
Oh, yeah. You see the water up there? Moist Hotashi. A despicable way to describe a human. But actually, the person who's sponsoring him and helping him get out to all these events, so you love to see it. Thanks to Team Moist. And Moist Critical for making this happen, sending Hotashi to all these different events all over the world so he can equally troll and also place well.
No, I'm going to tell you right now, I love that Hotashi's been going out a lot more. I like the streams. I like the interaction that he does with his crowd, but also just the fact that the Hotashis, Nago Ryuki, is so nice. But here we go, Ino versus Nago, game number 1 on loser's side.
Pressure looks good early, 5P interruption there on the clone, and the stagger pressure doesn't work out. Both burst off the table.
Oh, air to air with the hard slash, gets a counter hit on top of it.
Well, I love that adaptation. So we saw Daru throw the note high. He tried to 6P it through it early. That time he throws the note low, and then air throws Hotashi right after. Wow, big send.
That's what I was talking about, that Gatling. At far S, there's the stroke. 2S goes for the spin to get the corner. Oh, that's done. That is done, and that's exactly what I was talking about. Ino turning on the offense. Daru knows that Hotashi is going to play back a little bit, and sometimes they get a little antsy, but we don't want to play that late game, get a little more range when that blood gauge goes up, and Hotashi's going for the auto pop.
Oh, yeah, that was a big throw in the corner, by the way, there from Daru. Burst on the table, Hotashi immediately spent it.
Oh, the air dash.
That's a wall slump. It's going to be a guess here from Hotashi. Gets counter hit again, and Super's available.
And just strutting up, keeping the guess going. Look at me walk. BRC, you still got to hold this air dash S and the big stroke on top of it. Hotashi is in trouble, but he finds the 2S and gets a little bit of safety.
And the big 2K on wake up. Almost every knockdown Daru's challenge, he's just been waking up with buttons immediately because Hotashi as a player doesn't always do tight stuff. A lot of times he kind of like leaves a little bit of wiggle room and just has these big delays to catch people off guard, and Daru's not buying it. He's just hitting the button right away.
And Daru Ino likes to party. My man really likes to party. I'm surprised he doesn't keep confetti with him.
That's just what he does, you know, and that's just the nature of the game he plays. No burst there. Half-life, 2 hits.
Tap dust, 6H, do it again. Big damage, and look how quick a round can go if Hotashi gets what he wants with Nago.
Oh yeah, and just gets chopped up there on the air dash. Rough round from Daru. Hotashi being right every time.
Proper guessing, it'll get you a dub. Knockdown right here, 2K, 2D.
That IFD was great. No cancel though. 2S from Daru.
Chemical love from a distance, but you gotta watch that blood gauge, getting a lot more range on some of those normals.
Oh, finishes the string and burst available. And yeah, that's a rough spot to burst. Pressure looks good. There's no meter here from Hotashi, but he's got blood to work with the throw. OTG doesn't kill, but chip is a big problem from Daru. Oh, and the
Ooh, the
clone.
note, and you can see Hotashi feeling himself. He really likes to pick up steam in some of these situations. I really do like Hotashi's chances when he's feeling himself in tournament. I feel like he gets so much more confident. It really affects his play.
Yeah, definitely. He's a player who really feeds off this. You notice he doesn't wear headphones. He wants to hear it. He wants to hear the crowd. He wants to be in the moment rather than just listening to the game.
5K knows that Daru Ino wants to do an air dash at a certain range. There it is.
Looking for that burst bait does not work out, and because H-Stroke's not buff anymore, that burst bait a little bit rough. Look at the stagger pressure. She's gonna explode, Steve, but so is Hotashi.
And this is exactly what I was talking about, comboing into the blood pop. There's the throw. Plenty of meter, you're still dead. Swing, better, swing. You're going through the glass.
Oh, yeah. That's one of those things where the pop was strategically placed. Even though you don't always want to pop there, sometimes it works out.
Comboing into that pop really does help out. Far as going for a stroke, really hoping Hotashi swings it.
Oh, yeah, and look at Daru Party in here knowing that Hotashi's trying to challenge a lot, going for a lot of strokes, and then hides the overhead on the note.
Surprise party after the knockdown. Get scooped. Bye-bye. He threw it on the screen.
Yep. Daru pointed at him and said, bye-bye, and Hotashi's like, all right, I'll give it up.
They just fighting all over the White House while they're having meetings.
Yeah, the explosion through the wall. TP start lost there. IB from Hotashi, but the jump D after caught him anyway.
Air dash pressure once again. Going through the glass. Daru Ino can close out, getting a proper hit. There's a burst on the stage for Hotashi.
Ooh, IB and then try to punish, but Daru was ready. Look at the life. Ooh, and the throw works out. Not enough to kill here.
And lots of meter, goes for the PRC on the Chemical Love. There's one for the stroke, fakes out the throw and goes for the air dash S. Or just a regular dash because it's Ino and she goes into the air. Daru really starting to unravel what Hotashi's trying to get away with.
Oh yeah, 2-1 here, and you gotta feel like things are just slipping away, right? The pace is so fast, and Hotashi's not finding these hits in the scramble, especially. That's a big hit, though.
One of the things that we have not been seeing, and we just saw it there, was 6P in this matchup. Doesn't really seem like there's a place for it in a lot of instances, and I'm really concerned about that, because I don't know how he's going to really stop Hotashi from swinging without getting that knockdown first.
No cancel there because the blood was high. Oh, it's a great advantage. Look at that. If you dodge the no, wow, what a slip.
Oh, you're dead.
Yeah, you know, I was going to say the note game so far has been played expertly from Daru. He's really navigated incredibly well in every scenario except right there where Hotashi just sent it.
Damage right here, gets the knockdown with the spike, the dive on the wall, and now going for the break. And look at the momentum Daru has going forward. Gets the counter hit on top of it, and still with the meter positive bonus. Super this time.
What a confirm, too. Daru is just ready every time, no matter where the hit is. Makes the wall break count, still has positive bonus. Backdash, BRC. Ooh, look for the burst just in case Hotashi hero burst, but he doesn't go for it.
Hotashi in trouble right now. On the verge of going home. After such a great state, after great showing at EVO.
We find the gold burst, this is big.
Beyblade.
The momentum switching here. Hotashi with a big chance. Still has bar here, does not do it on the wall, uses the far slash string to get the meter back.
Gets a little lower than that 50%, but still with the momentum.
He's gonna have super here at the end to the burst. Ooh, Fukyo's in. Fukyo's back a little too far. He doesn't get the pressure. Daru jumps the command grab, dives out, but it's chased and punished. Hotashi ties it up to a piece.
Oh gosh. I thought we were getting to the end there. You can see Hotashi patting his chest, checking his heart to make sure and stay calm, because I really thought that was over. Big exhale right there from Daru Ino as well.
Trying to stay composed. This is a tough one here too, because like, you know, when he starts to heat up, Hotashi is tough to slow down.
Want to see what the thought process is going forward into this next match as these guys get started.
And it's a big one so far too, where like, oh man, that 5P was beautiful at round start. Just caught the option. Hotashi looking good here. Stagger low looks good. No burst from Daru just yet. 5D misses.
PRC trying to make Daru Ino swing. Not taking the bait. Patience looking really strong. Lots of 2S's as we get to level 2 on the blood gauge.
Oh, and the burst there actually from Daru. He's down so much. Willing to commit it. I mean, if he gets hit here and dies, he's not going to have a burst next round.
Oh, air dash S gets the knockdown. Hold the note 6P to get through. Uh-oh, Gatling with the S and the RC to keep it. Hotashi, 5K to get the break, and this is set point now. What What a rally.
He's going to party on round start here for sure because there's no burst available. If Hotashi gets a hit, you're going to explode. You got to be so careful as Daru here.
2S tries to go for the stroke. Calls out Hotashi's burst and big counter hit. This is going to hurt. Super. Oh, that is going to hurt.
Yeah, this builds a lot of burst gauge though, so Daru, even if he gets hit again, he's going to have burst. One more chance, but look at the damage on that.
Lots of blood. 2K goes for the twist, possibly looking for a jump. The burst is what Daru Ino goes for instead. Gold burst successful. 4S once again gets the meter, and that will be that. Hotashi takes out Daru Ino and stays alive in the bracket.
Top 4 of Evolution, but what a run from Daru, right? I mean, playing a character that I think a lot of people know is tough to pilot, right? It's not easy to make it with a character like Ino this far in the tournament, but makes it to 5th place here at Evolution alongside PepperySplash. Extremely well played from Daru, but Hotashi is heating up. You can kind of feel it. That is a dangerous person in the losing bracket.
And you can see the camaraderie between these two as they walk off the stage. Lots of pats on the back like, yo, good games. I really do like what they do when they play each other. They show a lot of love to each other. Hotashi leaving it all on the stage was looking very, very like he was in danger for quite some time, but keeping it together. The Nago keeps him alive, and now going to be alive in that loser side bracket.
You know, with those two, right, it's good games today, but I'll see you again tomorrow. You know what I mean? It's that kind of a rivalry and friendship, where you know those two are going to see each other again and play at another time, and it won't be that far away, right? Like, those are two players who you really expect to see all over the place. Two of the best players in the world, and it was really just a treat to watch that matchup where, I mean, I really think that the navigation of note from Daru was incredible. He would pilot it high, Hotashi would try to 6-speed, he would just go for the chemical love and get other whip punishes, piloted it low, and then, you know, went for the stroke or the air dash over. It's just really beautiful. So we see our winners finals here. That's our next match. Top 3 of Evolution. We have Leffen up against UMISHO. Two of, I think, the most like kind of methodical, mechanical players from both of their regions, right? Sweden versus the US here. Loser side of the bracket, it's going to be Slash versus Hotashi. That's another like, you know, just a barn burner, right? Two players who are playing explosive characters. That is Hammer versus Hammer.
No, that is definitely Hammer versus Hammer. But I'm interested to see how UMISHO is going to approach this matchup versus Zato. We know Leffen is well-versed, a very strong competitor when it comes to this. UMISHO, however, the stronger, I feel like, with the Happy Chaos, only because of the range control. You can just shoot. You can just shoot, and that's what they're shooting for. That's the crown jewel of EVO. They're trying to get that grand championship spot and take that trophy home as we get to winners finals.
Oh, yeah, and I mean, Leffen has one of those. You know, the last time he rolled up the EVO, he won Melee,
That's
right?
facts.
He's the
That's
Melee
facts.
champion, the Melee EVO champion. That's Wumbo William, sizable Swede, big Leff himself. On the other side, the UMISHO just started competing, right? Combo Breaker was like the first big offline major. Got a really impressive performance there with 2nd place, and then now here at Evolution in top 3 of this tournament as well. Consistent player and one of the best in the world.
Yeah, really starting, I feel like, with UMISHO, really starting to kind of steamroll a lot of the competition with Happy Chaos. I feel like they're getting so much sharper with the experience that they're getting. I feel like every time I see UMISHO, they get better. It's actually wild. And defense is one of the things that I feel like is different from every other Happy Chaos when we talk about UMISHO. Really ready with the 5 Ps, will spin the meter to get back to safety, and really pays attention to that concentration as well as bullets, and you got to be an expert if you're playing Happy Chaos.
Yeah, and the thing is, too, about this matchup is this is not a great matchup for Zato, right? That's the common opinion is that this is a tough one because obviously characters who don't engage with Eddie very much are usually pretty good against this character, and Happy Chaos kind of gets to, you know, do the full screen shooting, and then you're just stuck way away. You can't summon Eddie. You got to get in there. It's tough. But at the same time, Leffen did take out Lost Ult and make it here to this top 8. That was a big deal. So, you know, if Leffen can do that and then took out Latif right after, UMISHO could just be the next one.
Well, Leffen definitely has his work cut out for him going up against UMISHO. Definitely one of the strongest in the States, if you ask me. And you're right. Still has the XP to do what Leffen does. However, this is top 8, baby. UMISHO is a different beast, I'm telling you right now.
Oh, yeah. They are a real gamer. You can see it in the hand stance. They're stanced up there on the stage. This is a winners finals of our tournament, top 3. And this is going to be a big one. Can anybody stop UMISHO from this dominating performance we've seen so far?
All right, here we go. Let those intros rock, please, please. Please, we're all anime here.
Removing the coat. Happy Chaos
comes by, taps you on the shoulder. Hey, man, what are you doing here?
Nice to see you here at Mandalay. catch it next year as well.
Yo, shout outs to everybody watching at home right now. This is EVO 2022. You know you're watching some Guilty Gear, and it is Leffen versus UMISHO. Let's go.
Game 1, how does it start between these two? As we see that early pressure. UMISHO very passive at round start, and Leffen taking advantage. Gets in there for the command grab right away.
I feel like offense is the way to try to take out Happy Chaos in a lot of instances. Never let them get started.
Yeah, and I'm curious to see if we see a burst here on block from Leffen. Does not go for it. 2K lands, but nothing afterwards. We see the concentration right away. Only one bullet left, and oh, that's a rough spot. Got the hit right when the bullets ran out.
Leffen, not using too much meter. Starts to use Faultless at the end, but still has enough to make a conversion happen. If they get a hit, tries to use the PRC. What a jab to stop the approach in, and Leffen definitely has been using that all weekend as an approach. What a counterplay by UMISHO.
Yeah, did you see the 5P on that? The reaction time is out of control.
That was crazy.
Perfect awareness.
It has to be how they hold the controller. It has to
Oh
be.
no! That back throw was huge, but Leffen missed the OTG. This is still a big one. Sword, no, Amorphous for the kill. Excellent confirm after all that got a little scrambly.
Yeah, you definitely need to use Amorphous there. That way you can get the kill. Don't go for the sword. I don't think it does as much damage, but it does give you that recharge. You see a lot of Zato's going for it.
Right, Amorphous is more damage, so you use it when you know it's going to kill. Or you think, anyway. Does not go for the wall break, by the way. Goes for the extended pressure, and yeah, because of that greediness, UMISHO is able to make it out of the corner there and baits the YRC. This is bad.
The RS gonna get the push. Two guns.
Huge damage. Concentration available. You can go for the pressure here, and Leffen in just such a bad spot. Yeah, that'll do it. No burst. Save it for the next one. You're going to need it.
And this is what I was talking about. UMISHO is such a different player, I feel like, of Happy Chaos. You say somebody like Lawso. Just the adjustments that they make, the awareness, what they're paying attention to.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I think very methodical, too. Oh, look at this. The wall slump. You got to guess. Here it is. Empty low. It's going to be slump again. Reload. And this is going to be BRC. Fuzzy high low. There's the block from Leffen, but not on the second overhead. Slump again.
This situation can get the kill. No meter needed, and you can see Leffen instantly taking a breather right there. Gets the perfect on top of it. UMISHO getting his first game. This is winners finals, by the way, ladies and gentlemen. These guys are trying to get to that grand finals, but you know neither one of them is going to give it up.
Yeah, I mean, UMISHO, they've just been too ready for situations like that so far, so we'll see. I mean, it's on Leffen to really get started, because if this goes to neutral, it's a lot more difficult, right? So this kind of offense really has to snowball for a round for Leffen. Look at that IFT, though.
5P backdash this time around. Not trying to deal with an anti-air situation again.
First save route, love that choice from Leffen. Just going to take the knockdown, take the positive.
Goes for the Piercer. Keeping that offense on. I like this pressure. Goes for the dust. Burst is there. UMISHO not going to use it, but that's going to be the glass crack. Leffen making some adjustments with a perfect of their own.
Yeah, the thing is, too, is like, you know, UMISHO's not going to give away those bad bursts like that, right? It's just not a thing that's going to happen that often. Ooh, that is rough, too. Gets hit by the shot, looking for the burst, doesn't get it, but no bullets. Still has concentration and curse here.
Ooh, Piercer stops the run-up pressure from UMISHO.
Oh, whiff on the air throw. That's big. There's another one, though.
I pull out my gun, says Happy Chaos. Ooh, 2D. Calls out the burst, UMISHO. They have a confident lead right now. Lots of meter, and the conversion could instantly go straight to super. UMISHO with another round.
Yeah, and I mean, that's the thing, is like, unless Leffen gets going early in the round, we've seen a lot of times UMISHO's able to just make it out. Pressure here looks good. Eddie's about to be out, though, and that'll be the last block.
Then out the spike strip, trying to keep him honest. Happy Chaos, definitely a little slime ball when it comes to offense, man.
Yeah. And I mean, look at this mid-screen control, tough spot. The burst, wow, that burst timing, it actually worked out so well for Leffen. Got the corner here. UMISHO, they got to defend.
Puts the frog on him. Happy Chaos in trouble.
This is scary. Runs it for the command grab. And UMISHO in such a bad spot here, has no meter for the escape.
Covers the approach with a pose. Leffen still on the offense. Goes for the low, gets the frog. Glass break, and Leffen answers back. That's going to be 1-1.
Yeah, and I think that burst timing, just working out that way, is brutal, right? Like, just getting the corner because Happy Chaos was leaning in with the 6S, really snowballed everything all the way over for Leffen in that case. We got one apiece.
And this time, 2S to start the match. UMISHO Remembering that Piercer was the last thing to start, possibly trying to take it out, scout it early, and that way you can get a little head start on the offense. Great defense from Leffen as you see him using his fly, guard, dash up 2S, calls out the burst from UMISHO.
Yeah, every time UMISHO's trying to stance up with the steady aim, we've just seen Leffen just pull up with the 2S, be super ready. Burst there on the 6S, and yeah, you can't just pull out Eddie like that. UMISHO a little bit more zoning in this matchup now. I think recognizing that that's a good option. This is going to be a carry to the wall and the kill.
Everybody gets shot. UMISHO gets the first round, this third game.
Oh, the air there. Look at that! Air to air into the gunshot.
And still gets that conversion, a little damage there, but that glass break is going to give you a meter positive bonus. That's going to let you get something started.
Man, and every time UMISHO's trying to use the curse, we just see Leffen again. So ready, runs up with that 2S in neutral, gets hit by the double overhead. Ooh, that's a rough wall break. Does not get the Eddie reset, doesn't get the sword. BRC here, and YRC to counter from Leffen because of the positive bonus. He's going to build more meter.
Ooh, backdash actually gets out of the range of the 5D. RC up, still finds the low, and this is going to be amorphous through the wall, and it should be the round Leffen.
And that backdash was a big commitment there from UMISHO too in that case. There's not a lot that you're going to be able to, avoid with that. It's just a close slash, gets the job done. Unsummon from Leffen. UMISHO's got a guess here.
On the defense, almost at 50% meter, that big count, and then, oh wow, UMISHO with the backdash. Leffen goes for the burst just to keep the momentum. Another successful backdash, gets the throw. OTG with the close SYRC, almost successful. UMISHO burst to keep it in. Keeping that momentum. Burst to keep the momentum, and it's still working out under this gunshot pressure. Not too many bullets left. Tries to swing close S, and this is not good. Pull out both guns, seal the deal. UMISHO 2-1.
Yeah, and I mean, that was a slobber knocker. It was so sloppy, right? There was so much going on. It was like the YRC into the burst, into you're going to burst, into I'm going to go for this, and it was just all over the place. It was a really like back and forth scramble, right? And that kind of thing can go either way, which I think if you're Leffen, you're okay with, right? Because you kind of need something a little wily to happen for this matchup to not be so tough.
All right, here we go. Leffen has to change this up. Might be taking a trip to the other side of the bracket if things don't change.
Yeah, this is it. UMISHO one match away from being in our winner side grand finals. Oh God, you gotta burst that. That is a rough counter hit.
Gets the Piercer going to the wall, gonna take the break. And amorphous after unsummons first. That way the Eddie gauge recharges. I like that.
Yeah, one important thing about this matchup that we're seeing a lot too is, wow, that was a kill on Eddie, by the way. That was really excellent from UMISHO there.
And the back was gonna work out. I thought the spikes were gonna stop Happy Chaos from getting in, but I was wrong.
Yeah, concentration about to run out here, so UMISHO gonna have to go for it. Yeah, and that's why Leffen mashed out. That was good awareness. A little bit of a miss there from UMISHO, and it worked out for Leff. But one thing I was gonna say too about this matchup is that Happy Cal swings with 2S a lot, which is really big because if Zato hits you counter hit crouching, he gets a huge confirm, and we see this wall confirm again here. This is gonna be big. UMISHO a little whiff on the 5D, and Leffen with the challenge.
There's the curse. Defense is the name of the game right now. Once again, backdashing into the corner. Concentration refills again, and look at that. Gets rid of the little Eddie, and you're still at full screen. This is not looking good for Leffen, the 2S you were talking about. And look at this, just got Eddie Gage back, but it won't matter because UMISHO is gonna close it out, gets the round back, and is looking to knock Leffen to the loser side.
Yeah, we saw the finger point there too, feeling good. I like the jump at round start. We've seen Leffen start with buttons a lot. The 2S killed Eddie and then did the gunshot into steady aim on Zato.
It killed the frog on top of that. You usually see that get the big hit in the conversions, and not.
Uh-oh, Leffen is dash blocking but getting hit by the zoning over and over. This is starting to snowball away.
2S confirms, goes for the Piercer, dash up once again. No faultless defense from UMISHO, and the throw conversion. Gonna get the break, nice chunk of damage here. Happy Chaos has meter though. And a burst as well, and there it is, Leffen, big left with the Reed Birdman hands, break the glass. That's gonna be another round on the board. Leffen needs one more game, and they will be going to grand finals, but I promise you UMISHO's got an answer.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing about Zato, right? Is so much of the offense is so hard to burst. So in that scenario, you're just getting two-touched off of anything from Zato, where you just get put in the corner, you're in a scary spot, you get hit, and I mean, where do you find the chance, right? It's hard to YRC, it's hard to burst. This character's pressure can be structured in a way that's very safe to those options.
I mean, think about it like this. Zato has that same thing, you know, and if you're fighting Happy Chaos, it's really all about that pressure. You run out of Eddie Gauge, Happy Chaos is 100% going to take advantage of that. Oh, there we go. No bullets. No bullets already.
Yeah, I had to reload there, and the shot is too fast. Fastest hands in the West, and Leffen just couldn't slip by. Yeah, that's cursing the super big damage on this.
Reload in between every shot. One bullet was all it takes, and now we got them all back.
Oh yeah, and look at this clone, concentration super is going to be ready soon. I mean, it doesn't even matter, RC for the extension, that's the kill. One more chance at match point for UMISHO.
UMISHO trying to get to grand finals. One more round can guarantee it. Gets the trade there, run up, cross up. Oh, and baits the burst again. And UMISHO, I see you.
All the way to the wall, the curse, the super. Bad spot for Big Left. In a really terrible position. You're down so much life. You've got no burst, and UMISHO has all the ability to pressure in the world. Oh no, it's going to be positive bonus pressure too. Got to get high-low way more times than just one. Here it comes.
And look at that, not even faultlessing. Just regular guarding. And that will be that Leffen will be going to the loser's side, and you know what that means. UMISHO goes to grand finals to await whoever makes it out of that lose side bracket.
Who can stop them? That's the question, right? I mean, these sets have been nail biters, but the intense defense and just clean play on offense from UMISHO is just so hard to deal with. Like, in those clutch scenarios, UMISHO does not fumble, right? I mean, it's just clear in all these scenarios. The nerves of steel to be in those bad spots and then just survive. You got to be so happy if you're UMISHO, but the job's not done.
And you can see right there, UMISHO embracing Razo. I saw him at the house. It's adorable. I love the support, and this is what Guilty Gear is giving up right now. UMISHO going to grand finals, and I want to see who's going to make it out right now. I love the congratulations. Who do we have coming up next?
Oh, it's going to be Slash versus Hotashi. Like I said, two hammers, right? Just swinging at each other. Two very explosive players, two very explosive characters. As we see Hotashi hyping up the crowd. It's late. I mean, look, it is fast approaching midnight here. Everybody's still in the arena. I appreciate it. Everybody still at home. I appreciate you tuning in, checking out some Guilty Gear Strive. We're here on the midnight ride, trying to make it through and get this action and crown ourselves a Guilty Gear Strive champion here at EVO.
We got May up against Nagoriyuki, and I really want to say that I feel confident for Slash going in, but Hotashi is on a mission right now.
Oh yeah, and I mean, we're at the point right now, right, where it's already way past our bedtime. I mean, I'm hard night wait before this most days, and we passed it. It's actually even officially Bridget launch day now.
Hey, we get Bridget today.
It is already 8/8 on the West Coast here, which is, one of the time zones way in the back. So we've got ourselves a late night, and it's about how you can stay composed. This is top 4 of the tournament here. Hotashi up on the stage, already plugged in, up against Slash. And we've mentioned this many times, right? This is a different May player, right? And there's a lot of great Nago players all over the world. Maybe they don't emulate the style of Hotashi, but, there's a lot of experience out there. Whereas May, it's a little bit more difficult, I think, to find a May like this in a lot of places.
You're definitely right. I feel like we don't even have that many in the States that we can always go and look at and try to get that experience. But we're talking about the world at this point.
Right.
Slash is a world caliber May player at this point. Hotashi got their work cut out for him.
Yeah, it's one of those cases too where, like, obviously there's a lot of good May players everywhere, including North America, but it's kind of like Ino Wataru, where it's just a little bit different to find somebody to this caliber.
You need that XP. You need that XP versus this kind of character. And obviously there is definitely a lot of Mays out there, but this is a different May, like you said before. We saw what happened in the last set with Slash. I want to know, what experience does Hotashi have against this? Pretty sure they might have played before we got here.
Yeah.
But I want to know, I'm really curious about the situation going further.
Yeah, exactly. And I mean, every single button check, my favorite thing is Hotashi blood rages every time, which is just like, he's going to do it in the match. He's going to do it in the button check. That's just how it goes. And these two characters, super explosive, super scary, high damage, like kind of brawlers. This is what they do.
You're right. Both of these characters are really going to dish out the damage if they can get the hit. Slash has been quite maneuverable. I'm just going to akin this to fighting a Zato, right? If you're fighting a Zato, you need to be able to move around. You need to be able to take out that little Eddie. I feel like this is something that Slash is definitely comfortable with doing.
Yeah, I mean, Slash, one thing about him that's very impressive, his spacing and his ability to just play slow on the ground is incredibly good. We saw, you know, in this match earlier, he had to do a lot of chasing, both against Zato and the match up against UMISHO. But here, you know, we can see a little bit kind of slow play, especially when Nago is lower on blood.
All right, here we go. Yipes down there hyping up the people. Hyping up the people still here on this midnight. We 2 minutes past. Can't wait to get home and play some Bridget, but right now, we got to crown an EVO champion, and it's going to be Slash Hotashi on this loser side.
Winner of this gets a shot against Big Leff in that loser side. Winner of that has one chance at UMISHO up in that grand final. So it's a tough road no matter how you slice it. We'll see which one of them is going to be there, of course. This is North America's own Hotashi up against Saudi Arabia Slash.
Here we go. Instantly starts with the Dolphin out of the gate.
Couple of whiffs already, right? Both of them kind of trying to find the other one and missing in the air. Clone pressure here. Command grab early is a big tell from Hotashi. 6H not quite reaching at the OTG there. And look at the Beyblade after the Dolphin.
Look at the evasiveness already paying out. But look how much damage you lose in one interaction from Nago.
Yeah, and one thing about Hotashi is like, he challenges so well, right? There's not very many players who are just going to swing on block, on hit, and do whatever while trying to bait the burst there. I'm surprised. I think Slash, it was very clear he's going to let it go. Because of that, he's got a big chance. Jump back, anti-air, 6P.
Big damage on that 6P. Goes for a reset to bait the burst themselves. Hotashi didn't take the bait, though.
Ooh, that's a big pickle. What a combo. That was a counter hit confirmed there. Dash up, Fukio throw. In the heat of the moment, he just commits to something good that big, and we saw the BLJs after with the Fukios.
Hotashi's eyes moving like Fukio right now.
Yeah.
Gonna get to the corner. Gatling there, jump. Eight's gonna get the counter hit, but that's gonna call out the burst for Hotashi.
Oh yeah, and out of the corner already. Slash trying to run up and get that close slash confirmed. Does not get it. This is big. This is gonna hurt so bad. Can break the wall here and chooses to.
Big damage on top of that. I just realized, yo, Mary. No block on the YRC. Hotashi trying to take his turn back. There's the bike. That blood gauge is gonna go down. Sets out the clone. IBFD on top of it, but it won't be enough. Hotashi with...
Oh, that was so hard to burst. I think if Hotashi had done 2H there, it might have been burst safe, but look at that whiff on the 5H. Got to be careful about whiffing those because of the 3K.
Hotashi just standing there most of the time, too, getting really close to popping as well. 60 seconds left on the clock. Jump H hits, and I like the mix. 6K, 2S. You need to watch your toes. That's going to be Slash's round.
Yeah, Hotashi tried to 5P the Dolphin there, just barely got counter hit. If it hit, it was going to be huge, so...
2K gets the combo to the corner. Peep the damage, 6H, but it misses.
Big Hotashi with a big opportunity. Misses on the air throw.
That's going to be a punish. Air dash goes for the side switch and the knockdown. RC, there's plenty of meter. Is this the kill?
No, not quite. This is a chance stuff where Hotashi's got blood to go all in with, which he does. Oh, and no finish on the string, even with the RC. Uh-oh, something's happening up there. I see Hotashi doing a point.
Wins.
The crowd, someone heckling out there.
Wow.
A Saudi Arabia fan, maybe? I don't know who it is. Someone's heckling Hotashi back to character select.
Hotashi.
He's telling someone, hey, keep it down out there. Shut up in there, will you?
Right, out of all these people, you got to be mad loud if we can hear you over all these people.
Look at him. Oh, my God. Some anime rowdy fan out there just saying, hey, you suck. I don't know what's happening, but
getting a little too invested in the matches, huh?
You know, Hotashi, like, he doesn't wear a headset, but I don't think I've ever seen him be flustered by someone in the crowd.
No, Hotashi's used to it. Hence the reason they don't wear a headset. They're used to this kind of pressure.
Yeah.
I mean, outside of that, you know, so I'm really interested to see what that was. Hopefully it gets all resolved and they can get back into the game. We're going to go from there.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen this. I don't know what kind of vile, you know, crowd monster god to Hotashi, but that, you cannot let this happen. This is top 4 of EVO. You know what I mean? This is a scary one. You cannot let your nerves get shot after he had such kind of like a hot streak all the way here and loses bracket, you got to refocus and get back into the match.
See them waiting, taking their time on both ends here. As we get back into this next match, Hotashi Slash up 1 game here. And the 5P to check on the Beyblade.
Yeah, and I mean, if you're a Slash here, you know Hotashi's a little, you know, maybe flustered. I think challenging a lot, taking some risks doesn't seem like a bad idea, right? I mean, he might not be ready for it.
See how awake they are. See if they're still flustered or not. RC on the Dolphin. Big damage on deck. And look at this. Reset once again. YRC to take his turn back. Hotashi, though, still in a bad way. 6K to close out, and Slash is looking strong.
I love it. I mean, there's YRC on hit. You're so plus, and then he just challenged. He was like, yeah, I mean, I know Hotashi's not in it. I'm just going to go for this challenge. I'm just going to go for the 6K. I love it. Yeah, look at Hotashi just swinging from full screen. It's not the same. This is definitely a big momentum shift here for Slash.
5K, 6H charge once again. And just really trying to bait Hotashi into swinging, looking for one of these big counter hits. Fukio forward again, throw, and now you're in the corner. Burst still on the side of Slash, but you're going through the wall first with this super move.
Yeah, this is a much better round there for Hotashi. Took a big risk, found the back throw, found the opening on the big stagger pressure. And, you know, Slash has meter on defense here. We'll see what he does.
Fukio forward. That blood gauge getting dangerously close to level 2. The Dolphin not going to hit this side. Knows that Slash was going to commit. Tried to bait the burst just a little bit, just to see.
I mean, Hotashi like put his hands in the air like I'm not sure if he meant that or.
Wow.
Yeah.
I thought that was a burst bait right there.
I mean, he tricked us all, I guess. Yeah, high blood here. He's got the big normal slot. Yeah, you cannot. It's not easy to 6B that. When she does air dash jump S, very difficult to beat, and we saw that 2H attempt to no-go as well.
Oh, 5K, a great range normal for May that's really helped out. Oh, command throw, that's gonna be a full combo, and there's meter on top of that. Gonna save for the potential kill, maybe a BRC here.
That's a big miss not getting the super there. At least there's the RC pressure, great block from Hotashi. And also Dolphin RC or 3K RC is very scary. Slash up 2-0 here over Hotashi, who was on a heater and is now in some kind of trouble.
Hotashi really thinking about it. You can see him put the head on the head for a second. Holds up the one finger for the one more. Hotashi with the strong exhale to get the breathing back proper. Keep it calm. Keep the nerves under control.
A 2-0 just like that.
Thinking about it a little bit going forward. Hotashi is down. Has no games on the board here. Slash, if they win this game, this is going to be the end of the line for Hotashi. And going forward for Slash, you get the command throw, sets up the beach ball with a 5P.
Yeah, that 5P was excellent there from Hotashi. I really like that idea. Wow, the cross up. So tough to see where that's going to hit. And there's the back throw. Nago, you know, he's got that big backdash, good throw range as well. So it's very tough, the RC, and the immediate burst.
A little bit out of range. Uh-oh, there's the throw. 6H catches the backdash.
Yeah, that full charge on that, Hotashi maybe thought the invuln frames would get him out. This is a big chance. Slash here can just close this out. Don't let Hotashi recompose.
We were talking about hitting a button on that dash H for May, I believe it was. But the 5P worked out a little better there. Maybe he didn't hit the button, but still has Hotashi with the lead and corner positioning. Let me get a bite.
Another one. And this time goes low. Slash try to get out of there, expecting another command grab. And that's the round on the board.
Hotashi still alive. Still alive on this loser's side.
All right, a chance here. I think you gotta close it out. A Slash here, right? Really do not let him recompose. Gotta get the set out of the way so that Hotashi doesn't have a chance to kind of settle down there after that weird interruption.
Ooh, air dash H again. Big counter hit, goes for a reset. Hotashi on his toes, back against the wall. Dolphin hits, there's the RC, and this is not looking good with no burst. Probably gonna get it back pretty soon, but oh man, that's a close one.
Yeah, and I mean, Hotashi's got nothing left. Anti-air looks good. This is scary. There's the burst into the corner, and I think he was gonna pop anyway. Should be the kill, but the burst save for out. Slash sends Hotashi home in 4th place here at Evolution.
What a showing for Hotashi. Somebody who's been out there on the Guilty Gear campaign trail since the game has dropped, loving Nagoriyuki, and what a showing, man. What a path. Even to get to Evo, you gotta make some noise for Hotashi. And on top of that, you gotta show some love to him, man. One of the strongest Nagoriyuki players out there, and they reside stateside.
Yeah, exactly. Extremely well played there. I mean, you gotta say, that was well put together. Uh-oh, there's words there. Definitely.
Yo, there you go.
There's words
Hotashi
there.
goes out to speak to Latif, holding up the flag right now in the crowd, but that means nothing. Slash versus Leffen will be our next match, our losers final match, actually.
Oh yeah, top three. 3 different countries represented, by the way, in this. It's going to be obviously UMISHO and Grand Finals from the US of A. We have Leffen and Slash from Sweden and Saudi Arabia representing in our losers finals. You got to love to see it.
Talking up on the stage before we get here, you see Leffen making his way up there, and you know Leffen is trying to get another EVO championship under that belt. You know it.
Yeah, and I mean, that's quite a feat, right? To not only get one in Smash, which is like such a different game, but to pull up in the first year of Guilty Gear Strive in a 2,000-player tournament and get the job done would be incredible. But Slash, looking great here. I mean, even the set against UMISHO was so close, right? Both of them had a really close set against UMISHO. They've obviously looked incredibly strong, and there's a reason they're in top 3.
And now we're back to the situation I was kind of getting at before. You're fighting another Zato when one of the people that you play might be the strongest Zato in the world.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So now, this is looking good, I feel like, for Slash. I really want to know if Leffen is prepared to deal with this, especially after seeing what happened to PepperySplash.
Yeah, and I mean, like, you know, Leffen has played Slash before, right? That's probably one of the big differences is, like, you know, this is one of those things where even though Pep kind of knows, he's probably played the matchup before, Leffen a little bit more experienced, but this is a tough one. Even if you do know the matchup's tough, right? So it's on Leffen here to try to find some answers and see what he can do, and I'm curious, you know, to see if Slash can hold it together. I think Slash is such an impressive, disciplined player. He's really solid, really, really good, so I think he's going to be a tough foe no matter what Leffen brings.
I feel like that's what happens when you fight a lot of Zato. You get a lot of discipline. You're like, you know what? I got to either respect or be 100% confident in what I'm about to interrupt with. So, yeah, that is definitely a thing you have to deal with in this matchup. But once again, another Zato for Slash to potentially take out, and I wonder if the approach is the same. I wonder if he's looking at this just like he looked at PepperySplash, or even what he takes away and compares to Latif.
Yeah, exactly. And I mean, like, look, the thing is, in this case, many players who are so patient, whose defense is so excellent, whose counter poking and kind of neutral is so perfect like this, they really make you feel like, damn, this character can really do it all, right? Like, it's so scary because, you know, you're just getting hit and you explode when you get hit, and the pressure is so excellent. So let's see it here. Button check, making sure everything's good. Leffen's got 800 buttons on the stick to check, so it's going to take a second.
Goes through all of them.
Uh-huh.
Sets the input to each and every one of them as they do this great button check here. Leffen likes to do the extended button checks, bro.
Yeah, it's not a button check where he's from. It's a hand warmer, you know, like it's just like.
I keep forgetting about this, the hand warmers.
Yeah, he's got to make the handsy-wansies warmsies. So he's just like, let me make sure everything's good, and then I'll be ready for the next match. So looks like Big Leff is ready. Slash is prepared. We have our losers finals. This is top 3 here at Evolution. Winner of this gets a shot against the ever-imposing UMISHO in Grand Finals.
Man, I can't believe it's after midnight. We still got so many people in here watching this Guilty Gear. I know we got so many people watching at home, and I'm happy we do because we're getting closer to that grand final showing. UMISHO waiting there for the winner of this match you're seeing right in front of you. Leffen versus Slash, first to 3 to get the grand finals. Let's go.
And that early 6B start looks great, but there it is, the counter. The one thing about Mei is she's so good at killing Eddie. She has so many good normals to do it. And obviously, Slash is excellent at doing it. Yeah, even right there, look at the unsummoned immediate Dolphin to get the hit, and you cannot get counter hit by Zato in this match. Oh my, and the command grab.
Yeah, that's gonna hurt. Should be able to break the glass with this one. Uses the beach ball for the setup.
Gets the wall break, and I mean, even still, look at that. Probably an air throw attempt, got the jump D instead. You'll take it if you're Slash.
All right, going around 2. Ooh, 2S to catch the recovery on the Dolphin.
Look at the challenge again, man. Everything that Slash does on defense against Zato is so well done.
The strike throw game is looking really buff. Every time Slash, it feels like Leffen is getting a little too content, willing to hold this down back, goes in for the throw. But the offense is in Leffen's favor right now. Cancel to the frog after the sword.
And the unsummoned mix-ups. There's the block on the 5D. Tried to poke out with the 2S, but Pose was there. Command grab looks great, and this is a rough spot for Slash. Does have super, does have YRC.
Oh, wow. 5D kills the little Eddie, and now you see Leffen take to the skies to buy himself some time.
Oh, YRC does work out too, so a chance for Slash, but look at that. The fuzzy timing to, you know, interrupt there on the Dolphin was great from Leffen.
5P right there out of that range. Actually punished the Dolphin. Okay, Leffen.
Yeah, I like the frog there, too, to catch the jump. Little trade, though, and it does kill Eddie. Ooh, the jump. That is
Caught
bad.
by the frog. Trying to get a burst right there. Didn't get it, but still gets the wall break. Leffen in the lead.
Yeah, and it was a little bit of a flub, actually, from Leffen on the pierce on the wall back there, so not quite what he wanted, but because of that slash, there's a chance here in the middle of the screen. Gets hit, looking for the burst. Leffen doesn't give it.
Ooh, YRC catches the jump out possibly, but calls out the burst. Slash! Oh my gosh, Leffen gets out of the corner, avoids the Dolphin, takes full advantage. That's gonna be Leffen on the board.
Yeah, that little micro dash, right? I mean, even if it was horizontal Dolphin, you would have dash blocked it, right? And been closer and out of the corner. Vertical Dolphin, he just slips right under and has the perfect punish ready. You love to see it there. That was excellent defense.
So good. Ooh, big counter hit with the stand hard slash, goes straight into the pierce. Once again, lots of pressure on this wall. Oh, finally gets a hit and already Leffen. Spinning the sword, gets the recharge on the little Eddie. Burst is on the table for Slash. What's the option?
Now flies in, looks for the overhead. Ooh, whip on the 5D, and because of that, Slash out of the corner.
Ooh, still ready to break the air throw. Watch for the IB.
And there's no cancel there on the 6H from Slash. Leffen took full advantage. Gonna be a sword here. Gonna have to guess a few more mixes, but he escapes actually. Slash with the knowledge.
5P right there, no meter to make it safer. Burst on both sides.
Ooh, win for the 5P after the Dolphin. Risky to do. This is a bad spot. Excellent defense though from Leffen so far.
6K RC just to keep it safe.
Ooh, look at the risk though.
Danger, danger. Don't get hit, but the throw to close out Leffen looking really strong right now.
Yeah, I mean, Leffen's defenses look excellent too. There's been very few moments where Slash has had any kind of credible offense.
5P faultless. Calls out the burst after the big counter hit though.
Yeah, I had to do it. You were dead if you didn't. Oh my god, that air dash in the pickup off of jump P there. Beach ball setup, goes for the 6K. The blocks from Leffen are consistent.
Small combo there, 5K, just in case. Eddie back on the table now, but the PRC to get the combo, and that's gonna be the kill.
Oh yeah, you get hit by that 6K. Notice the hit confirm. The late PRC. You love to see it Slash. Very, very good there, trying to get this game. I mean, can't let this go up too low.
Good block right there on the dust.
Whoa.
Ooh, the Dolphin catches the back dash, and now Leffen in the corner. All offense from Slash.
I love that double jump attempt with the jump P, trying to cage Leffen there. Ooh, air to air, yeah, jump K, jump dust all the way to the wall to break the damage.
Damage though, oh my gosh, oh Slash. BRC still gets hit by the 5P. There's a burst on the table. Last round, you know they're gonna use it when they need to.
Look at the defense
What
though.
a block, and just a 5P to get rid of the little Eddie. This dude Slash is so ready.
Oh yeah, I mean, there's very few times where he lets you get away with any kind of big pressure. The throw on the run up. Scary spot to be, but Slash finds it.
2 rounds straight this time around, and Slash ready with the adjustments. Lots of throws. 5P to just make sure this Eddie is not even an option on the table to start any kind of offense. And it wasn't one time, it was multiple times.
Yeah, I mean, you saw like the defense was so excellent too. Just gets out of there. I love that jump dust to get away from Eddie as well right there. Runs up, looks for the throw. This is a big start. Oh, I love the whip into the command grab. Can't really burst here either, yeah, so Leffen's just got to hold that damage.
Small combo from the command throw there. Wow, the clash on the 6P. Ready with the meter because of the bonus, and the wall is there. Leffen not gonna burn. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. I thought he was already dead. I thought he was already dead. What a block on the 5D.
And there's an IFD on the 2K there from Slash. Not going to burst. Not that scary just yet because Leffen, any hit will chip him. Yeah, there it is. The whiff punish was really good. Slash. Patient defense. One thing he does a lot against Otto is FD the first button and then immediately whiff punish or challenge on the next thing so Eddie can't come out or he doesn't get any kind of offense starting.
Yeah, the faultless pushback pushes back a little bit. Put that jab out there. I mean, I feel like Worship with the trade, you're pretty far out from something like Piercer. But if you hit that little Eddie, you get to start your own offense.
Oh, yeah. Oh, look at that. Finds the counter hit. Leffen just gets hit meaty by 5K and the burst. And the 5H not only gets rid of Eddie, but just catches Leffen as well. A meter to spend here for Slash. YRC is scary.
Okay, 2D. Keeping this pressure going, 5 feet, just to see how Leffen is going to react. Look how high the risk gauge was, and Slash with the big cash out, spending the meter, and here we go. We got a game on our hands. Slash 2-1 up against Leffen right now.
Oh yeah, and the pressure was so good too, right? Like we really just saw that tap 5P, dash up, looking for all kinds of stuff, and Leffen just couldn't find the escape.
I think Slash's defense is something we need to talk about too. Those 5Ds never really finding their mark, always playing this range to where a follow-up from even little Eddie sometimes is going to whiff and ready to punish and kill and start their own offense.
Yeah, I even love right there, we saw a pose and he just dash blocked into it. He's like, okay, this is gonna take a while to activate. I can just move in.
Good pressure once again. Leffen with meter.
Yeah, gonna spend it. Reset the Eddie gauge here with the sword. This allows him to resummon here and get the pressure.
YRC is on the table so far for Slash, as long as there's no faultless defense. None yet, but oh man, Leffen really trying to find a way. And look at this, once again, the defense on the 5D, but finds the 2K to close out. Leffen.
Yeah, that was so rough. I mean, even still, Slash blocked for so long right there, right? You have to work so hard to open him up.
2S.
And the IFD too on Wake Up. I mean, Slash, really good so far. Yeah, command grab into the corner here. You get the setup with the beach ball. Full charge. That is a lot of risk.
2S hops over the Piercer, ready with the 6P, but the Dolphin the answer back. Here comes Slash.
I love the way he's holding the corner too. There's the burst though. Gets out of there. This is big. Leffen's got to make some kind of offense happen soon.
Look at how solid. Look at how ready Slash is there to deal with the little Eddie.
You cannot do anything sloppy against this guy. He's too ready to get through all of this Zato pressure. You really have to be consistent and solid. Look at that. Jab on the fly, the throw, the OTG.
Didn't get the kill, but the Dolphin is going to do it. Slash on set point to go to grand finals right now. Up against UMISHO with May.
Man, everything is just so well done so far from Slash. There's a command grab though. This is a time for Leffen to get going.
2D goes for the summon. There's the frog. It's going to be the end of the Eddie games.
I love that option to escape too. Look at Slash go.
Yeah, using that Dolphin to get out of the corner. Puts Leffen on the ropes. DRC, and there's the summon. Dash up, gets the far S.
With a challenge, I like that there was no Eddie gauge there, so that's why Slash went for it. 3K under the fly.
RC.
Next hit's gonna kill here, runs up. Gas is wrong. You can't really burst here either. It's gonna be the wall break. It's gonna be the kill. Slash moving on into grand finals for another chance against UMISHO.
Eliminating Leffen, staying alive. Slash coming here with all the Zato experience, and this is exactly what I was talking about. The path to get to grand finals became a lot lighter when you get 3 Zatos that you got to fight to get through there. Slash well prepared to deal with them, as well as many other characters. Are they ready to deal with the likes of UMISHO?
Yeah, and I mean, it's been an incredible road here so far to get here. And Slash, you know, sent to losers earlier by UMISHO in a very tight set. Now you get a second chance, right? And now if you're Slash, you've been moving through the lower bracket, right? You're down there in losers. You know, you play against Pep, you play against Hotashi, you play against Leffen. Look at that, 3-0, 3-0, 3-1. You're 9-1 in games since you lost to UMISHO. You're warmed up, you're hot, you're ready to go. I mean, this is how you do it, right? You got to get moving and grooving in this grand finals.
We're getting there. We're definitely getting there. UMISHO coming with the guns. Slash coming with the animals, the porpoises, the dolphins, everything you need to get the dub. And we are on the verge of crowning a new EVO champion for Guilty Gear Strive here. And it's either going to be UMISHO or Slash. You see the tail of the tape with the bracket in front of you. So you've seen where we come from, and where we're going is the grand finals.
Yeah, and I mean, at this point too, right, it's going to be so interesting because it's about as anime as it gets. A dolphin versus a gun. I mean, like, come on, like, that's like just, you know, as ridiculous as anime can be, but it's going to be so fascinating to watch here because we've got our grand finals lined up. Both of them on the stage. They played in our very, you know, the second match of our top 8 so far, up in the winter semis. It was so close. It was 3-2, but a lot of the adjustments Slash did were near the end of the set, right? And one of the big ones, yeah, one of the big ones was like delaying close Slash pressure way more because UMISHO on defense doesn't really challenge that much, loves to just like block, up, back, right? Just really kind of patient pressure, and because of that reason, Slash, you know, adjusted there. So I want to see if those adjustments are at the forefront of this set this time.
I want to see defensively, like you said before, you're right about that. Slash and the staggered pressure really did open up that offense, but on the same note, I feel like it really did open up a lot of instances for UMISHO to kind of interrupt, start their own offense, and kind of keep the back and forth going. I want to know what the plan is now. UMISHO, all they have to do is win 3 games. They will be our new EVO Guilty Gear Strive champion. Slash, on the other hand, coming from the loser's side, is going to have to reset it after winning 3 games and then win 3 more games if they want to be the champion here and defeat UMISHO as we get through these button checks.
Oh yeah, and I mean, this is brutal, right? I mean, you have to win 2 sets here. It's a long, long road. You know, winning from loser side is really hard. It takes a lot of work because you have to win 2 sets. It's very rare that someone does it, right? And it's because it's just so tough to beat the champ twice. The person who's up in winner side already, so we'll see if Slash can do it. Has been on a hot streak so far. And I mean, if you can keep that momentum going, you might have a chance to do it.
I'm glad you said something about Slash's adjustments and coming late, because now I feel like we're going to see it earlier in the set this time around, and UMISHO is really going to have to adjust. I wonder if they were keeping tabs on what happened in that last set, because it's really going to come to the forefront. However, you got games to play, because since there's a reset that is needed for Slash to be champion, these adjustments will be something you're going to have a few games to get used to. And if it does get to that reset, and UMISHO does have a couple more games to get used to it, we can get a whole match.
Oh yeah, and I mean, the big thing here too is obviously, right, it's a long road for Slash. You have to win both of these sets. You got to win 3 games and that resets. Then you got to win another 3 games, which is a long way. But when you lose, you think about why you lost, right? You're sitting there like, oh, if I just did this, if I just did that. And UMISHO's not thinking about that. They're just thinking, okay, next I'm going to be playing up against Leffen, right? So it's a completely different line. It's a completely different idea. And we have our grand finals here at Evolution.
All right, here we go. Slash already gets the throw going closer to that corner already. And look at this. This is what I was talking about. The faultless defense is not something that I see UMISHO do in a lot of these situations, and I wonder if it's character dependent. Maybe it's just something that they feel like, yo, I'm going to block it out, and then I'm going to find an opening later.
And I love the pressure. Oh, that is a bad counter hit to get hit by. Spends the super right away, gets the wall break on this, and UMISHO just has positive bonus. Going to be able to get in there for pressure. I love the pressure so far. Look at that 2P, safe to YRC.
2S starts the pressure. There's a trade. I think that was a 2P trade on the side of UMISHO, but the RC to get the first round here is going to UMISHO, going on this winner side.
I love the way they pressure too. I mean, the 2P is such a safe, strong option, right? It's a really good way to kind of just check and see if Slash is going to go for a YRC or something risky. Oh, I love the roll out of the corner too. Didn't need any resources. Just takes that chance, baits the throw.
Really catching Slash swinging when they're not supposed to, especially in these situations. We've seen it in a few other games as well. We saw it versus Leffen. Oh my gosh. Got to guard the dome, and this time not even going to take the chance of keeping mate slumped on that wall. It's going to break.
Oh yeah, this is a big chance for Slash though. Ooh, get shot, another one. It's going to be concentration shot. Not quite enough height to get the whole thing, but that's a guaranteed curse. And now even zoning is a big threat here for Slash. Uh-oh.
Oh, wow. Gets the 4S.
Oh, it's going to be shots here. Yeah, I mean, UMISHO can totally just go for the zoning a little bit more. Staying out of range of the burst. Look at that, just dashing in and out and trying to bait it.
Oh, wow, gets the reload. This is dangerous. How do you get in? Stand behind. Oh, wow, stand behind the clone. And UMISHO just dumping it, mate. Like, nah, you won't get any closer, little girl.
I love that. I mean, we haven't seen as much zoning, right? Because it drains the resources a lot faster in this version. So UMISHO only did it when they had positive bonus, and they also had a reason to get in there and make it happen and just try to go for the zoning to get the kill. Ooh, that's a big hit. Yeah, look at the corner carry on this. You can even get the wall splat.
New stuff. Big damage. And a big wheel at that. Oh, my.
Yeah, that's a ton. And you get the setup here. And there's the command grab. That's the kill. Round on the board there for Slash.
Slash starting to make this a possibility. We get in the game.
Air dash back, jump K on the landing. I like that idea. And the cross up, that is tough to block.
Oh, it has been so successful for UMISHO. Whether it be mid-screen, whether it be in the corner, and just mixing up the roll a lot of times mid-screen to kind of throw the opponent off.
And that IFD was so good from Slash. It actually really helped that pressure be a lot weaker, but UMISHO still gets the hit after, gets the reload here, or go for another jump, go for a super, go for the kill. That is so rough. When you get in that situation, when you get wall slump like that, You just have to guess back to back to back.
Yeah, and UMISHO has done a fabulous job of making it one of the go-to situations where Happy Chaos really does thrive. A lot of kills in UMISHO's game plan has come from that exact situation. Speaking of, here's the throw into the corner, full charge on the 6H. Command throw again, gonna be able to get a combo.
Yeah, damage, not so bad. I think if you're UMISHO, you're okay getting out of the corner there.
Stare down real quick. RC up after the block. 6P calls out the burst. Slash trying to keep that offense on their side.
Yeah, like, oh, that's a big confirm and very tough to burst. Yeah, that 2H is going to be burst safe, and that's a game for Slash. I like the idea of UMISHO in the corner try to do curse balloon to, you know, bait the burst, but obviously there's nowhere to go, so they just, you know, kind of jump back in the corner. It was still the right idea. It's a shame, though, and Slash was ready for it with that air-to-air.
5K getting started early, another command throw, and this is really starting to add up in favor of Slash. Big counter hit, gonna call out the burst this time.
Yeah, I love that 2D out of the corner on that. Oh man, the roll there is tough. Look at the corner carry on this, by the way.
Into super as well, and wall break if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, it's so far away too. I mean, you just get the wall break from forever, which is good. Air dashes in, hits the throw, positive bonus. That's a big miss though on that jump K. Didn't get anything after it.
I was expecting a side switch right there. Slash just holding it. BRC tries to go forward like a recovery punch, hopefully.
Oh, it baits the burst!
Oh, no!
That was big. That was double BRC from UMISHO, maybe trying to look for something. Landed in that 5P, and that was a perfect burst bait. This is so bad. You could die here without getting burst if you're UMISHO. Uh-oh, uh-oh. This could be one of those rounds. If Burst is not going to be back, Slash's pressure looks great. A lot of risk. Empty blow. This is going to be it. You're about to explode. No meter for Slash.
Damage right here. Look at what Slash is doing to the life bar. Happy Chaos. No meter on that side either. Plenty of bullets though. And gets hit by the Dolphin 5K to OTG. And look at Slash looking around. Look at Slash looking around.
One game away from reset, and that's how it happens. When you give up a burst like that, you know, especially in a round where May wins, and the next round, you're just not going to have it, right? Like, you have to win that round to have burst anyway, and it's brutal for UMISHO in that scenario. You're just not going to build it.
Getting pretty close to a reset here. Slash can really, really make something happen if we get to a reset point. You can really see the gears turning. You can see it all coming together, game plan-wise, for Slash.
Yeah, just one game away here. Has the curse on in the corner early, though. Look at that, the combo at the top of the screen.
And we can break the glass.
A hard knockdown, you get the positive bonus, which gives you all that extra meter build. Wow, great defense there from Slash, but not gonna matter here. This will be the kill. No burst, obviously. Slash gonna save it for the next round.
All right, UMISHO. Getting back in the game, big counter hit there. Goes for the gun. That burst being used by Slash early on, definitely gonna come back to haunt.
Look at this, UMISHO out of bullets, doesn't matter. The reload on the super, that's the wall break, and there's gonna be more pressure after this. A rough looking game here for Slash so far.
Oh, no.
Oh, out of concentration, but then gets the hit on the 6K anyway in the pickup. This is a wall slump. Next guess will do it on the game here. Blocks the overhead correctly.
Air dash is back this time. Does not go for the load. Does not go for the throw. But still backing up. Lets Slash potentially get out of the corner. Sets up the clone. And now you got to guard for your life. And it's not going to be enough. UMISHO ties up the set 2-2. And set point is right around the corner.
I love that they just backed off. They were like, I don't need to be here near you where I can get back thrown. Everything can happen badly. I'm just going to go for this zoning from full screen. This is great.
And it's so different from what we've been seeing before, right? Like, you know what? I'm going to go for the empty jump throw. I'm going to go for the empty jump low. I'm going to air dash back out and just try to hit you with an 8-shot. No, I'm just backing up, let you hang yourself. I can close out this set. 2-2, final game if UMISHO can close it out versus Slash. And if you can see by the damage, Slash ain't making it easy.
Oh no, that was a forced burst. Look at this, so bad. UMISHO, not very many bullets and has no concentration. Although fights it out okay. That could have been really bad. They were in a bad spot. Ooh, tries to bait the throw. No bite from Slash. That's a big confirm, and the burst off the table.
Ooh.
That's huge. The Dolphin hit the clone. That's unfortunate, though. A drop from UMISHO.
Almost out of bullets, but gets the staggered combo, and you're going through the glass.
Dead. Not enough. But the zoning, concentration here, the shot after the clone, the last one before it ran out. And here it is, 1 round away as UMISHO from that championship we just saw.
Oh, jump shot with the H. UMISHO getting pretty close now.
Oh, that's a big hit right into the corner early. It's gonna be bad here. The super through the wall. It just keeps going. UMISHO's pressure is so good.
So good.
Look at Slash's health, so low. Has the burst, but when are you gonna find that chance to burst here? UMISHO's pressure is so tight. Has the curse on now too. BRC catches the back dash, baits the burst, and there it is. Your Guilty Gear Strive Evo champion, UMISHO!
The gun to get the one. The championship of Evo 2022. Guilty Gear Strive champion UMISHO going through the bracket, taking out the threats with extreme prejudice. Happy Chaos looking good as ever, and we've seen a bevy of different characters here. We've seen a couple of Happy Chaos, quite a few Zatos, but it's gonna be UMISHO to take the crown.
And I mean, just what are you supposed to do? When they make every choice the right choice, it's so hard against somebody like this, right, where the defense is so good, the pressure is really well crafted out, and it's just hard to escape. There's not a lot of good options to get out of there. UMISHO just a really impressive player.
And there it is, the embrace with young Razo. I'm sure they train together a lot, but they definitely look like they're embracing each other. A lot of love between the two. That's what I like to see, though. Training partners showing love. That's what I like to see.
You know, winning does feel great, but like seeing your friend win is pretty
You hear me?
You know, it is pretty nice as we see the Evo champion up there on the stage, our very first of hopefully many Guilty Gear Strive Evolution champions.
And now we got a new character to go and learn, throw into the fray. We got Bridget, we got a new Evo champion, 2,000 entrants, down to 1 victor. It's gonna be UMISHO and Happy Chaos, and wow, what a set to close it out. Slash almost brought it back, and that's why I was talking about some of the adjustments with May versus Happy Chaos. Unfortunately, not enough, and the 5-piece safety into RC has been the victory call. I'm telling you, UMISHO is so smart about that.
That's one thing about UMISHO is like everything is so like well thought out, right? It's like I'm gonna pressure in this way to bait YRC or burst. I'm gonna do this because this option puts me at the lowest possible risk. It's a very smart way to play the game, and because of that, it's so tough to come up with a strategy against it, especially because UMISHO is a grinder. I mean, if you look online, UMISHO has so many games. Plays this game online constantly, right? And so only been to Combo Breaker in this tournament offline, but obviously there's so much experience, you know, playing online against people, right? Which is a big deal.
There's a lot you can take away from this if you're Happy Chaos, if you're UMISHO, especially considering what led up to Evo, man. We had the Gear Project House. We had a crazy combo breaker. CEO was ridiculous as well, and I really do feel like it's kind of rounding out when it comes to the competition. On top of that, UMISHO holding it down for the USA.
Exactly, and then look, we had 2,000 players here for Guilty Gear Strive. The biggest bracket. They just announced the first character of Season 2 with many more to come. Available today. You can go play Bridget later today, I'm sure. And then the other thing is we just got to see they had 1 million sales. They're really excited about it. It's a lot of good stuff. If you're a Guilty Gear fan, this is an awesome time to, get into the game, play it right now. So many new things coming out. A lot of new stuff to look forward to, and it feels great for it to be not only here at Evo and have a big showing after being out just, 1 year ago, but to be the biggest game. Guilty Gear at the end of the day is shocking, honestly. It's really, really cool. I'm really happy for Guilty Gear to get that opportunity. And hopefully everybody who's enjoying this game, whether it's, many of the Guilty Gears you played before this and it's just a legacy title for you, or it's your first time ever playing Guilty Gear or even a fighting game, it is super cool to see everybody so pumped about the game.
Look, I love Guilty Gear. The more people to play Guilty Gear, the better. You play Guilty Gear, the boy Yikes play Guilty Gear. I got so many people playing Guilty Gear, and it only gets better because I'm telling you right now, we got more characters coming. We got more tournaments coming, and they just announced the fact that we're going to get that cross-play too. It is going to get crazy in the streets of Guilty Gear. But with that being said, man, I'm going to be real. This is my first Evo Top 8. And I got to do it with the boy Sajam, man. Thank you so much. Thank you for lending your words to this Guilty Gear. Thank you for taking this journey with me. And thank you guys out there for taking this journey with me, just FGC-wise, just with this tournament, and for loving Guilty Gear, man. I cannot stress it enough.
Yeah, and it's been enough from us. We've chit-chatted about it. It is a pleasure to be joined here by Tasty Steve. We're going to be going down to the stage with the award ceremony for Guilty Gear Strive.
We now have our top 8 placements decided for Guilty Gear Strive. And here to help us present the awards tonight is Chris Lee. Let's get it started. In 7th place, from the USA, Bean! Also in 7th place, from the United States, TemptestNYC! In 5th place, from Canada, PepperySplash! Also in 5th place, representing Korea, Daru Ino! In 4th place, from the United States, Hotashi! And now presenting your top 3. In 3rd place, from Sweden, Leffen! In 2nd place, from Saudi Arabia, Slash! And now, for your EVO 2022 champion, in 1st place, from the USA, UMISHO! Once again, put your hands together for UMISHO, your Guilty Gear Strive champion! And also everyone, put your hands together for your entire top 8 for Guilty Gear Strive. What an EVO. There have been so many great games and so many great announcements, and we couldn't do it without our general manager, Rick, who will now come on stage to give you some final remarks.
Hey, everybody. So who feels good about staying up really hella late for Guilty Gear? There's no fine speech tonight. Thank you all for coming. Thank you for sharing this entire day with us. Thank you for making EVO what EVO is supposed to be. We look forward to seeing you next time. Give it up for Top 8 one more time. Now go home and go to bed so I can sleep.
It's EVO 2022. It's been, what, 3 years since we, no, more than that?
Who even knows? What's going on? Good morning, good afternoon from all across the world, across the globe. We are here, Las Vegas.
Welcome to EVO Championship Series 2022 live from the Mandalay Bay in Las Vegas.
I'm extremely excited for this.
I'm just genuinely so incredibly excited.
Send him home, bro! Send him home, bro!
Can he do it? The cross up, the back throw!
I think you're still okay.
Upside down kick! Yo, run!
If you didn't know that this was the greatest fighting game tournament in the world, I sure hope you know now.
It's Schoolgirl time!
Just airball, yes, into super.
There we are.
And the crowd explodes.
Very, very simple to just chit out from that moment.
I don't think I could have written a better grand finals for the two close friends.
Welcome everyone to Mortal Kombat.
What's the decision going to be? Is Rewind going to risk a wake up? No, but still going to keep. Everyone reaction is going to keep the United States alive. 17 health, the walk down. Trying to hunter down in the buzzsaw finds its mark. Scorpion Prox from Chile.
17-year-old world champion. Welcome to Mortal Kombat.
Melty Blood finally returns to the EVO main stage.
I'm emotional. This is grand final. Let's go.
And this could be the end here, Miss Soma. I know you can do it, but
there's no resources. He doesn't have
my God, I think that's it. Now Tekken. He's your Melty Blood 2022 champion.
Grand Blue, Grand Blue, Grand Blue. It is time for our dream to be realized, and that dream is to see Grand Blue Fantasy versus Top 8.
The 2M!
Is that gonna do it? There it is!
The double set over Tororo. Gamera is here. Dragon Ball Fighters. This is going to be one of the best top 8s you've ever seen.
And that mix could send us to the bracket reset!
We got a bracket resetter. The pressure is absolutely massive.
Okay.
Oh, et voilà, il est sur le point de la fin. Et c'est la fin, le champion de l'Evo 2022.
We are here at EVO 2022, KOFXV Top 8. Let me hear you.
Oh, he found the hit. He found the hit.
That's going to be good.
What? No. What was that?
Are you kidding me? What are you talking about? CJC is the most unfun man to play in KOF because he makes you forget your own damn super.
Are you ready for some good-ass Tekken?
Life on the line. Done to eliminate Arthur Nash. Arthur's out of range of the backdash. Arabogan. That'll do it. He can be champion in 5 seconds. He's got the lead. He's got the lead. He's gonna do it in 3, 2, 1.
We are watching a living legend. Neve.
It's been 3 long years since we got to be in a room like this to celebrate fighting games. This is your Street Fighter V Top 8. Give it to him.
What a run by Iron.
He gets the hit. Activation. Is this going to be enough to kill? Is this going to kill? It is. And Kawano takes it over Item.
be so much more. Made for the moment in the era I forge. Live from the minutes where the legends are born, and the myths are forever when they pen our lore. I hear every echo inside of the world clear. I feel all the hopes inside of the same fear. The shadows that faded out, all the lights in the same years when they tell us that it's gone, but yo, I'm still here. Run it back, quarter on one cab. When 99 seconds is everything y'all have. Prove yourself worthy, I live in the impact. As soon as I push forward and tell them to hold that, roll back. I don't see any limit, they're lacking the vision and asking why the hell I would risk it. I'm basically different, I'm everything they say that I isn't. The arcade era live in my spirit. Don't tell me to move on, soon as all the pressure gets too strong. Feel like I was born here for something to prove wrong. When was that moment when you felt that sound and heard the crowd shake ground, screaming one more round? Let the lights flash over the main stage, I'm still brave, battling the giants that still made the will face. Test that choice, ignite the fire of a brand new age when they hear my voice.
Evolve till I'm more than what they ask of me, till I fly in ways you can't believe, through a sky I know, on a blue horizon, in a dream I hope. My hands keep shaking, but my heart keeps strong, though my legs keep aching, my voice keeps on, my soul keeps rising as I sing my song. I can hold my own till those clouds move on.
I roll with the punches so I survive. And reinforcement of that is my 9 to 5. I've been played and beat down, this is the rebound. All systems go because I've arrived. When is the only option, second is unacceptable. Make them feel the music and crank it a couple decibels. Style is impetuous, defense impregnable. This is the beginning, imagine your boy at level 2. My brothers is tenured, we run in the trenches, so coming against us is utterly senseless. I didn't know it was in me, but now I know it for sure. Number 1 contender, soon as I hit the door. Heard y'all on the war, now jaws on the floor. My style is revered like art on the wall. If they ain't in the know, better keep them informed. Evolution's constant, and this ain't my final form.
Till I'm more than what they ask of me, till I fly in ways you can't believe, through a sky I know, on a blue horizon, in a dream I hope. My hands keep shaking, but my heart keeps strong, though my legs keep aching, my voice keeps on, my soul keeps rising as I sing my song. I can hold my own till those clouds move on.
Oh, run this back, rush it down. I got next, I'll be strong, prove myself. I'm still here, quarters down, infinity, infinity.